Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Yes, sir. The boys are here.
Yo, what's going on, gentlemen?
The boys are here. Did I mute that then? I did. Okay. Bet. Think we're all coming through good. Fets, you want to come through for a second just to.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep. I think so.
Everybody's good.
I think
Testing.
we're
1, 2, 3.
chilling.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
I can hear it.
happening,
Yeah,
boys?
nice.
What's happening?
Let's get down to business. How are we feeling, Clouter? Let's start with you today. How are you feeling today, brother?
Shit, starting with me? Oh, man, I'm fired up, man. I've been waiting for this all week. Yo, what's up, Casper? This is great, man. We had pool play this week, and and it was really good. We had an interesting matches here with a few interesting topics to talk about today throughout the league. But nah, man, we have had some great matches, man. You casted some great matches. So did we. We were in the booth again.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun, man. There was a lot of good matches. I gotta say, this pool play of death, playoff pool play gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. It's
This
been
is
very.
the best. I think this playoff style that we
Yeah.
have here now. This is
What's up,
it.
Rose? Welcome on in, Rose. Yeah, dude, I gotta say, like, this is. I love this format a lot. I think I spoke about it last week. This format is one of my favorites so far, especially with this relegation aspect of it. But the pool play has always been my favorite. Just the aspect, the pool play of depth. That is so like keeps you on your toes, man. And so it's just so fun, man. So shout out to all the teams that showed up in the pool play for real.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, 100%. So, to kick off here, we'll have a look back at the pools that we had this week. Obviously, we had Pool A. We had Stanford, Detroit, Plattsburgh, and Tawana. That pool definitely didn't pan out how we thought it was going to as of last week. And then we have Paris, Texas, East Coast, and Minneapolis, which to be fair, wasn't a bad pool of matches that we've seen. I don't
Dude,
think.
I thought
The matches they were more entertaining. Like I know,
yeah.
some of them were like 3-1s. We've seen a reverse sweep from
Dude,
Texas.
the
in this
Texas games, the Texas reverse sweep over East Coast Bandits was absurd, and then the 3-2 Texas with the 2 map 5s. Besides losing to Paris 3-1, that two double map 5s, man. I mean, it was absurd. I mean, to finish off with the reverse sweep,
and definitely later on, we
that
definitely
was-
got to talk about the Batman and Glue duo because
That-
those
yeah,
guys,
100%,
have come
Those guys
out.
look great.
Yeah, they looked absolutely great. Pool C
but-
was also
yeah.
very interesting.
Oh my
We
God.
had a 3-way tie. Literally had to go to map count, which I didn't think we'd have to go to in this situation. But man, it literally came down to map count. Michigan gets the short end of the stick in map counts, which sucks for this team, man. For the season they had, for them now to be in a relegation match next week, and oh boy, Fets, wait till you see like they're and like a little teaser for a little later on. But man, Michigan don't have a really good relegation match lined up either, so I don't know, man. But then over on Pool D was also interesting too, man. Like we had New York and Bermuda. Dude, we also have to talk about this Bermuda come up because this late season Bermuda push has been crazy.
What's up, C fan? Welcome on in. Yeah, dude, I gotta admit, yeah, going back to the Michigan, like I said, I've always been a fan of Michigan just because, like, again, being a top overload team, right? But then also watching them, they struggled a lot in the pool play, but like that dude Carlos is such a good player. He's really putting. I really hope. And mind you, Michigan did beat New Jersey 3-1, so like that was a huge win for them.
That was a huge win for
but
them.
of course, going down to West Coast Riders. I mean, those boys are dirty. Those guys. Shout out West Coast Riders.
Yeah, no,
Chapo and the boys.
They're
that was
definitely
nuts.
contenders
But
as well, man.
Michigan, I've been a fan of Michigan for a while. I'd wear a jersey if I could. Those are some really interesting players over there. I think J-Cap and Carlos really play well together. And then, again, Pool D, like you said, Bermuda come up on the tail end of regular season, has ascended. And then now, I think, they 3-0 Las Vegas, and then they had a
3-0 Las Vegas.
3-0 absolute rating last night. That was a pounding.
And I think their match against New York what was their match series against New York? I had it there too. They had a close series with
3-1 New York. New York
3-1.
won 3-1, but it was still an interesting series. So, despite the New York loss, Bermuda
still looks good.
Showcased their talent. And they came ready to play EXO. I think Juicin subbed in last night, but EXO and C-Fan and those guys definitely had outplayed a lot of those younger pointers for sure. I mean, they really showed out last night. I was very, very, very impressed with. I know they played a kind of like half injured Absolute Rain team, but nonetheless, and that Las Vegas matchup that when I watched the VOD back was absurd. I was super impressed with Bermuda. They don't want to talk about last night, sorry. But Bermuda is definitely a team that I didn't think was going to make noise in their early session, and they have proved that they deserve to be in a bracket, just like Michigan. So, I mean,
you know,
Yeah,
the pickup
100%.
of the Ruler and Diesel duo is starting on the come up as well as a prominent
Yeah,
duo.
dude,
Same
Diesel.
with XO. I think this XO kid, he excels a lot in S&D. You see him put up the big numbers in S&D. It seems like Diesel is their respawn guy, and then XO is their S&D guy, and then
Right.
and then I mean Ruler is Ruler. And it seems like they
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
good bounce off each other with, Diesel picks up them respawns, and then if Diesel falls off towards in the S&D a little bit, you have XO that usually is putting up just as much numbers as Diesel in the S&Ds, right? So, it's looking good. But yeah, that's definitely our pools. So I guess we'll start off with Pool A, because Pool A had a very weird situation where, shockingly
Oh,
enough, only one series was played in this entire pool, and the rest was forfeits.
yeah.
I mean, when it was
Uh,
Plattsburgh and Detroit, they had a 3-1 Plattsburgh, and
yeah,
everything else after that wasn't played
yeah.
just because of the
Yeah.
situations that we can get
100%.
into.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate circumstances. Clouter, you and I talk about it since BO6 when we started this up. Like, we never want to see FF suck to watch.
Definitely
Because
not in the playoffs.
it takes out some of the content. We want to see those matches. So that was one thing. So Plattsburgh, with a great win over Detroit with a Noah sub from Absolute Raid Academy team. Plattsburgh, showing up strong. I think they still would have. If it's not 3-0, I think they still go 2-1 here.
I do
maybe
agree. I think Stanford. I think me and you were talking about it. Like, I think Stanford, if this Stanford team plays,
right, 100%. Yeah.
I think they take Detroit and Tawana. Now, to be fair,
Yeah.
Detroit does look good. I mean, they only won one map off of Plattsburgh,
Yeah.
so it looks kind of iffy. But I still think Stanford would have took Detroit. And I mean, if we're gonna jump into it, I mean, the Tawana situation, there's not much with that. I think Real has been struggling to put a roster together now for the last couple weeks, so it's just sad to see.
Oh my God, they remind me of the Colorado Frost team from BO6.
Exactly.
Like, I can't find them.
That's
I
how
can't
I
find them.
thought. Yeah. So, it's an unfortunate situation for Tawana there, I guess, because I think that the Tater Tot is there, and I think we need to put in a free Tater Tot from Tawana, bro.
Yeah.
That man,
they need to release him.
Play.
They need to release him. They gotta find a new home for Potato. But I would say this for Plattsburgh. I mean, in that Detroit game, I mean, again, like with Noah with the E-sub, with a 11-point roster with Detroit, though, I gotta say this though. Shout out fucking Zippo, man, and Hydra and Skips being like
Dizzy,
the main three for that main three on Plattsburgh, and really, I'm looking at the stats right now from Detroit. I mean, they really showed out. I mean, Zippo, I feel like has gotten much better since BO6. Skips with a good support system, also along with Hydra, who's also kind of in the mix there. Even though they had Zarnakad or Noah, who you want to call him, subbing, and I think Diz is still on that level, if not better. I think
he had the highest KD in the whole league all year.
Yeah, I think Diz still gives them a run for gives teams a run for their money at the end of the day. So, we have a really good, formidable, and stable Plattsburgh team, and I think shout out 3Z for putting this team together. They have shown that they deserve to come out of the D League and play in. I'm
excited
in the main
to
league.
see Diz and these boys play in the regular season after this major. Whatever the result is. This Plattsburgh team, and same with West Coast, and like I said, we'll talk about West Coast in a bit. Like the Plattsburgh and West Coast, definitely being confirmed. The first two D League teams to be confirmed for main league. Watched them play this past week. I'm definitely excited to cast some of their matches and to see how they do next season, especially now with their stats will be tracked now with our fucking next gen team stat tracking.
and then not to mention, like, listen, that hard point is a 9-point hard point game. Detroit ended up winning that map point KR with 47.
Yep.
I mean, Sumo again is the star player on Detroit. That is no doubt about it.
Can I ask you, like, since we're on the Detroit talk, and then I'll let you you can bounce off this for your topic here. But do we consider Detroit like a sneaky good? Like, you know what I mean? Like they did sneak in here, but like they're still like
Man, it's hard. I would say they're more of a dark horse in my opinion. Like, I think.
What do you see them? Did they get a top 12 finish here, or did they get like a top 8? Where do you see them? You know what I mean?
I think they could. It's a potential they could bounce out early, But right now, Huey Lags on Detroit has not been playing well, unfortunately. The only really person that's been playing really well together with Kaori to complement Kaori is Sheesh. So, Sheesh and KR are the two best players. G's doing her thing like on the team, but right now he relax. I think needs to step it up as much as he can on Detroit to give Detroit some type of push to make it possibly into the top 8. But I think they do get like a top 12, top 11 finish. I would hope that I'm wrong that Kaori could finish. To see Kaori make a nice little run. So I think Kaori and Detroit in that squad could be. I think they're one of more of my dark horses in a way because I've seen what they could do. And remember when we talked about them in the beginning of Major One regular season, we were like, these guys can't get it together, or at least I was saying. And then they stepped it up. They got a lot of big wins. I mean, they took Miami to five maps. So it's like. Yeah, so I mean, they have a shot to really make a top 8 make noise, but it all depends on how they come together as a team. And I think KR again, star player, max contract right now. He's on that Detroit, and a lot of people have been saying like, you got to get out. And I'm not going to name names, but a lot of people, my sources have said that, you need to get Kaori out of kind of like the same thing for Tater Tot. You need to get this star player out of here to play with another team. But right now, the Supermax contract is in full effect, and I think Kaori does his best to lead Detroit to at least a top 8 finish. And I hope
it comes
that's
down to
the
respawns
case.
For these boys. If these boys can link together and respawn, I think they're fine. I mean, they ended off the season in one of the top teams in S&D.
Yeah, they're top 4 team, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Top 4
I
team.
don't have the power rankings of the season left.
Yeah, I believe it's top 4 from what I remember.
Yeah,
I think we
so
were last week we were talking about it, and then their hard points are really they're neck and neck with a lot of these guys. I mean, it was a 9-point game. They won by map 1, and then map 4, it was 250 to 213, and then KR 37. But like you got to go against look at like Skip's 32. Skip's had 32 and 26. Like that's absurd to me. I mean,
yeah. Hey, BO6 grand finalist Skip, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think Skips has finally found full form, and the crazy thing about Plattsburgh is a lot of the team is full of sub players that can flex to an AR, and I like that a lot. So I think that's a good plus for anybody. They're very ambidextrous, so I think that's going to be the best thing for Plattsburgh.
I think these guys make a nice run at it. I don't know how they are going to do against the top teams in the CxP league because obviously, like me and you talked about earlier too when we were mentioning it. Like I said, they only played Detroit. And yes, they put on a dominant showing against Detroit. And yes, we're not here to show Detroit. They're obviously one, like I said, top S&D team. They are struggling to respawns a little bit, so you can see it there. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how this Plattsburgh team compares against like the top teams when they go up against teams like Paris, maybe OVO, Miami. The top teams in CxP that went up. And unfortunately. And I guess that's where we'll bounce into the last team that's here. And we're only going to touch a little bit on this because I know there's a lot of heat revolving around the Stanford team. But seeing Plattsburgh and Stanford would have been a good tester series to know
absolutely
where Plattsburgh was. But unfortunately, due to all the shenanigans that happened with Stanford, and it's shitty to see, in my opinion. I mean,
it is. 100%. That to me was the biggest like my heart broke into a million pieces.
And I think
you know what I mean, like because we talk about Stanford all season, but the numbers and everything and how they lead the categories, and this would it's like I know for a fact if they were all full force and ready to play, they would be 3-0. Probably close to 3-0 as any other pool.
It depends
or 2-1, right?
Exactly. So that is that Plattsburgh matchup goes, which we would never know.
100%. And that's the thing, we would never know. But it just sucks to see because like last week we didn't even we always talk highly of Stanford. They're my number 1 team through the Fets A-list through the last 3 weeks. 3-4 weeks, and then now boom, they're 0-3 with FFs. It sucks to see. I
think the way we talked about in the cast, it's a shitty way to come, and you see both sides of the story too. Like you see from an owner perspective, like if you don't want to play them, then you don't have to play them. And I mean, fair enough, I guess, to that situation. But I also see the other side where you don't want to play for an owner that wants to drop you. So I should say,
right?
That's dropping you after the major. But then the other side of it is. You know what? Like, if it was me, and I think, like me and you mentioned, like, if it was me, I'm just gonna play for myself at that point.
Right, exactly. Me too. I'm gonna just suit up.
I think it comes down to if this Stanford team wins, and then everyone 100%. They're the hottest free agents on the block. Like, you're going in with a major 1 chip. Like imagine Backdoor winning major 1 and then going to free agency. Like, that's the hottest 6-pointer on the block for anyone to pick up. Like, that's free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought about it as like for example, like let's say like on Miami, like let's say Nuck is gonna drop me after he comes to me, he's like, "Yo, Fets, I'm gonna drop you after Major One." I'm still suiting up, or
Yep.
like vice versa. If I was playing for OVO and someone they're not being replaced or that I was being dropped, I'm still suiting up. I'm still gonna play.
I
That's how
also
I
think
felt.
that after this major, and I'll leave you.
So that's
I
how
think
I
after this
was.
major, the roster mania for this after this major is going to be kind of crazy because I think people are starting to settle in to
Mhm.
like from kickoff to now, a lot more people have a lot more reps on the game, scrimming a lot more, and now with rank coming out, you got people playing a lot more
Oh
regular.
yeah,
So you're starting to realize where everyone's points are slowly falling into place here, and then you know who your good 2-pointers are, your good 3-pointers, your good 4-pointers are. You know what I mean? And now it's like, okay, here's the stats of how these guys did this major. Do I want to pick them up? And I
right,
mean, major one winners, MVP, whether it was Backdoor, Colin, like Arab,
right.
the boys. That's, you know, if teams are looking, you know, you can easily, no, it could be shit teams, but you could turn around a shit team, and I mean, and obviously we're going to see that now with roster media because all those players are out there anyways. And I mean, even without the major one chip and even becoming free agents, and I'm not saying, and I don't diss that Gelato is not going to put together a team now and, hopefully survive this relegation match that they have. Um, it's shitty to see because
It
we
sucks.
made the joke last week that Stanford. What if we see Stanford in relegation? And we laughed it off like, nah, man, that's like
Yeah,
zero point
dude,
zero zero
I think I had
two
them winning
percent
the
chance of
chip.
happening. And here they are in a
Pretty sure I had
relegation
them winning the
match.
whole thing.
Yeah,
And we joked about the relegation match. It's like, and now it's like we're seeing it full
and we're here.
in our front of our eyes. We're here. It's like, what the hell happened? So that's like where it's like the biggest downer of the whole thing.
Yep.
So but I get both sides, like you said, Clouter.
Yep.
I totally
So, and
understand
I
both
think that
sides.
just wraps, and that's mostly our pool A wrapped up. So, congrats to Plattsburgh and Detroit. We'll be talking about you guys more later when we reveal the bracket. But yeah, I'm trying not to hold on too long here, but because obviously we want to get to the bracket and stuff. So yeah, jumping over to Pool B, like you said, this was an interesting one, and I think we start off by giving Batman and Glue their praise here because the duo between Kane and Glue was unreal during pool play. I gotta say.
Yeah, yeah. I love the duo. They've definitely ascended since where Paris was. Um, but here's the thing I'll say about Paris, so just for this pool play, in terms of maybe not negative, but like I said, they remind me of the Patriots in the Super Bowl, right? Because it's a very soft pool, in my opinion, based on Paris's talent that's on the roster, right? Just maybe with the exception of Texas, possibly, right? Because I love East Coast Bandits. I thought they were going to play a little bit better than, uh, you know, than I expected. But for Paris to come out and really just kind of just show out was great. It was flying colors for them. I just felt like the pool was just a little bit softer for them. Maybe
Well,
if
you know
they
what
switched.
though, it might look that from the outside in, but I think the matches we got from this pool were probably the one of the best we've seen in pool play. You know what I mean? And we mentioned that at the start
Right,
too, right?
right.
Because I think the Texas East Coast reverse series was good. Uh, Even the East Coast against Paris series. I think did we cast that one? I can't
I
remember
think
if we did or
so.
no.
East Coast is a solid team.
They are a solid team. It
They are a
sucks that
solid
they're
team.
underneath the red line when this is all said and done.
Yeah,
But obviously
they are a
Texas,
solid team.
as much as people give Texas the benefit of the doubt, they can pull together. I mean, this Skizzy's kid
Dude, this
is at
Skizzy
Texas.
dude, man, he's pulling
nuts to
teeth,
watch.
man.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
nuts to watch.
pulling teeth. His back hurts. We need to send it to a chiropractor 3 days at a week at a time.
Another
It's
thing,
like
you know what? No,
it's
it's not even that,
absurd.
man. Because you know what though, and I've seen it in pool, and I don't know who casted. Someone casted it, and I don't know who called him the human UAV, but Palsy and SND
Oh yeah,
is the human UAV,
yeah.
and that
Palsy
needs
is
to be
crazy.
talked about because when
Yo,
that
Palsy has some big plays. Some of those games, he had a
Palsy in
yeah.
the S&D goes nuclear. He's probably like the best 0-pointer S&D player you can get out there on the market right now. Like Palsy in S&D is putting up big numbers. And I mean like he's not even putting up 0-pointer numbers. Like the man knows how to play S&D. And when I watched the Texas matches, and I mean another thing too, during this pool play, they finally broke. Texas did break their round 11 win curses, and they finally won a fucking S&D that wasn't in round 11. So shout out to them for doing that. But man, Palsy's putting up big numbers. Man, he had a Colossus. He was on a 7 spree in one of the S&Ds. Like, this man is a human UAV.
Yeah, he's very very passionate and dedicated. He knows this.
Shout
I've been
out
playing
Palsy,
with
man.
Palsy since MW3. I've known him. That's my homeboy. I've known him for a while. He's actually the one that kind of got me into Comp COD, believe it or not, playing my first scrim ever back in MW3, back in the Burger League. So that was some good times, man. But Palsy's always been
I think
some-
this Texas team with like, and I think like Palsy as in the S&D, and then you have Skizzy, who's just an respawn fucking merchant right now. I mean, he's putting up big numbers every game. I mean, Texas is looking pretty good too now. I mean, I don't think they're gonna. Do I think they're gonna run the distance? I don't think so, but it's a good look for Texas. You know what I mean? It's a step in the right direction from them, because they had a mid-season slump. You know what I mean? And their overload still looks great.
Yeah, Overload still looks great. I was watching. We watched that Overload. I can see why they play really well in Overload. They have a good idea of how to play with reinforcements up front and where to go with the ball. So I like Texas. I like Texas finishing top 8, maybe even top 6. Believe it or not, it sounds crazy to say. I think they could. I think they pull it together here with Skizzy. But he needs help. East Coast Bandits is there. I think they stay. I think East Coast. I think East Coast
very good promise in this pool.
Yeah, East Coast is definitely a team that's going to stay in the main league for a while. I think they will be around for a while. But right now, I think Paris is in my opinion, they're a top 4 team right now.
Yeah, and I think if any of the East Coast guys are here now, like I know Rose is here. Shout out that guy. But like East Coast, they look strong through pool play, man. Rose put up some numbers as well for that team.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that they're in the relegation match. Whether they go back to D League or they win the relegation match and stay up, I think it's a win-win for these boys either way. You go back down to D League, you regroup a little bit, retool, and come back and try again in Major 2. And if you stay up, you stay up. But I think if East Coast squeaks through the relegation match, I kind of forget who they play now, and like we'll reveal all that in a moment after we're done with C and D. But I think if East Coast doesn't win the relegation match, then I think they're fine. I think we'll see them again next major up here again. I think they'll get called up again.
Right. Then obviously Minneapolis, they just
the only comment I made about Minneapolis is that they're winning maps now. I don't
even know what they.
I think it's a small net W, but I mean, 0-3 and 3-9. At least there's some maps coming. At least they're winning some here.
Yeah.
But
I will say this before we move on. I was just DM'd a statement from Backdo. I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna respond to it, but I'm just gonna read it out for everybody because he really wants to. And this is quote. Sorry for not putting on a show. Wanted to play. Trust me. I didn't want to do a forfeit fest for our pool, but I have morals and respect for myself and the people I was playing with. I don't support weirdos. I will not continue to win for someone who will drop us. Hashtag Backdo MVP. That's all I'm going to say. That is the statement from Backdo.
Shout out Backdo. Shout
out Backdo. That's all I would say. I'm not going to respond to it. Like I said, I understand both sides, but that is directly from Backdo. But anyway, moving on.
Pool B here, Paris is looking strong. Just shout out to Paris and Texas. Like Paris, we knew was going to come in, was going to make it the bracket regardless. Shout out Texas for getting in. A lot of promise with Skizzy, Palsy, and the Texas boys there coming forward. Hopefully they make a dent in bracket. East Coast, you guys are big chilling. Win or lose this relegation, you guys got some promise down there. Just got to keep playing, and we'll definitely see you back here for Major 2, whether you go to D League or you stay up in the main league. And Minneapolis, wish you guys the best in relegation. I don't know how that's gonna go, man.
They might not even show up.
They might not even be here for the next major.
After their second loss in the pool, I think Hayes and someone else left the server. They were they joined the VC very frustrated. So I think it was the East Coast Bandit loss. So and then of course Zealot subbing in for subbing in for Texas and playing for Texas, I think gave Skizzy a little bit more help to play well. So hopefully that stays in head. But moving on to Pool C.
Pool C, I think this was definitely this was a crazy pool. Like the fact that this came down to map count was unreal. Just right and foremost, rip to the Doberman. I was actually kind of excited to see them play, but unfortunately, they had the same thing with Tawana. Their situation, same as Tawana, I guess, didn't have the players available to spawn in, so they unfortunately had to forfeit all their matches. So that's shitty for them, which makes it a lot more shitty for this Michigan team because if this Texas Doberman team played and had an upset here against New Jersey or West Coast, maybe Michigan could have slid in. But obviously, the pool came here as follow. The West Coast takes a 2-1 with the 8-3 map count, and then New Jersey with a 2-1 with a 7-5. And then obviously the head-to-heads between West Coast, New Jersey, and Michigan were all 1-1 apiece. So it came down by map count. But man, I will say though, to start off though, West Coast look extremely good.
Yeah,
Especially
they're
in the response.
dangerous. They're very dangerous. I would not be surprised if they make a top 4 finish. They are dirty
Ooh.
boys. No, that's
Make them
that's
have
my
a
hot
run.
take.
No,
Probably.
I like that, man.
That's
I like
my
that.
hot take. I wouldn't be surprised if West Coast makes a run for top 4. That New Jersey West Coast, right? I think I
That was
casted
a
that.
very fun series to watch.
That was probably the series of the entire pool play of death.
Yep.
That was absurd. New Jersey playing down 2 to push them at 5.
I totally agree, man. West Coast can 100% win.
Yeah,
all
win this
man.
shit, no cap. Yeah, 100%. New Jersey though, like they're starting to find their footing in Overload, which I like a lot.
Yeah, and the S&D
they're
is
starting
still
to figure
there.
out
One
Overload.
thing I noticed over pool play is their S&D is there.
So they're starting to get their footing in Overload, and again, the S&D is still there. Obviously, we know Paris is technically the number 1 S&D team, but New Jersey,
at the end of the regular season, they were number 1. Yeah,
end of regular season, yeah. Yeah, West Coast is dangerous, but I still like New Jersey. I think Los is starting to rally the boys. Maybe if Johnny stops playing Minecraft for a little bit, maybe he'll
dude, everyone's hooked on this craft server, man.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll lock in a little bit more. But
he's going into a Minecraft phase.
I've never seen Johnny drop less than a 1.0. Unless I maybe a 0.9. He might have 0.99. He might have had at some point, but. I know these guys in Jersey are really good. They're gritty. I love Reason to play. And then, honestly, I like Mello over Payne. No disrespect to Payne. I like Mello and Reason being the young pointers to play.
We never count Losos here, man. So, I love watching Los play, man.
Los activates himself in the major, and I think it's going to be my dream. Again, Major 3 champion back at BO6. They have the pedigree. I've always said that duo with Los and Johnny is like the second coming of the Los and Potato duo back in BO6, so it's always fun to see. I'm glad Los found actually more than one because Reason ended up coming to New Jersey, so he has a little bit more support, especially from the young pointers. And again, Mello, just his schedule sucks, but if he's able and available to play, I would absolutely play him. I think they took down West Coast 3-2.
Is like the underrated 1-pointer, man. Because when he spawns in, he actually knows what he's doing as a 1-pointer.
And then Michigan, like you and I watched it. We know why they're a top Overload team. These guys know what to do with the rock. Yep. They know what to do with the ball. They know what routes to take. It doesn't matter what map. These guys play Exposure Overload very well. They are a good team. Carlos is their best player. Again, another star player on the team. And I think, again, Michigan is going to be in whether they finish 12 or finish 8 or finish 4, I think these guys are still going to be here to play for next season. And then, of course, unfortunately, Texas Doberman is just, wellness check on them. We don't know. We don't know.
Unfortunately, we never got to see any matches, which was crazy with how tight this pool was. Those matches might have meant something, which sucks when you have the forfeit, which how me and Fets described earlier that we hate seeing the forfeits in playoffs because then you get kind of these ultimatums, and it's sad to see. But man, West Coast looks extremely good, man. I'm excited to see them play against these top teams in this bracket. Hopefully these boys make a run at it, and seeing them play, like you said, like the likes of OVO, Miami, Toronto. Maybe Paris, seeing West Coast play these top teams. Same thing in the Plattsburgh. Seeing these teams playing these high-end teams to see where they really fall into. I mean, we did get a taste with West Coast and New Jersey. Because I do think, and I think you agree with me, that New Jersey is one of the top teams in the league right now with that Low Sorbs duo and with Payne and Reason on that squad as well. I mean, the boys are definitely top S&D team for sure. And they're starting, and like you said, they're starting to find their respawns as well. I think the only unfortunate thing here is Michigan being in the relegation match. Hopefully these boys come out of it. I mean, they are the number 2 Overload team in the league this season. With all their stats they had, and we can get into that shortly. But shout out West Coast and New Jersey though for making it to the bracket, bro. Hopefully those boys make it far. but we'll see when the bracket gets revealed later.
I think Michigan makes. I think Michigan it pushes it. I think they can make a top 8, maybe top 6 finish,
Well,
something
a
like that.
relegation match. Michigan's not in the bracket. They're in a relegation match.
Wait, but they play Texas. Texas is nowhere to be found, right? For the relegation.
No. There's crossovers. So there's you guys see. You sent me that too. Yeah. No. It's not Michigan.
Okay,
and Texas,
okay.
No.
So then never mind. So that's
No.
So we got a
that
ball.
got changed up.
We got some ball games. Do we know who they're playing?
There's some ball games. I know who they're playing. There's some ball games from relegation.
All right. So I guess we'll talk about it later on the pod.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
By the way, guys, a lot of the stuff, like once we get into the bracket and stuff for champs and relegation, Clouter has all the info. I told him to not tell me so I could be surprised.
Yeah, Fets is blind just like the rest of you.
Yeah, I'm blind. I
signed an NDA.
I love ball games.
Okay. E-Res.
Yeah.
But anyways, jumping into our last pool, and we'll jump through this one real quick so we can jump right into what everyone is here for, obviously, and obviously what me and you are here for, the big juicy stuff. But we have Pool D, and like me and you mentioned earlier, this Bermuda team. I think we'll start with Bermuda because this team's late season push has to be talked about because they were like one of the bottom teams in the league, really worked their way up through S&D, and through the last few weeks of the season, they started to make a push in their S&D, and then also through this pool play, and especially the last week or so, they've made the massive improvement in respawns as well, and definitely clutched their way into bracket play. Something me and you didn't expect. I think me and you had New York, Las Vegas coming up in this in number 2 last week. I'm not too sure, but shout out Bermuda to Les for cracking it through, and I'm excited to see them play in bracket, man. I am. I'm excited to see this new Bermuda team play.
Yeah, Bermuda again. The ascension has been amazing since regular season, and exploded onto the scene in this pool play playoffs. I'm so happy for them. I think they figured out more of a plan, especially when they first started in the regular season. And I think they're going to make some noise here. They looked really good last night, and they looked really good against Las Vegas. Now the New York game was, New York had their number in that. It was 3-1, but I still think, like with the retooling, I think, and of course the practicing that they're doing on their own time, I think they're going to be able to show out a lot.
Yep.
Bermuda, though, is just looking fantastic. I will say this, though, for Las Vegas, man, I expected a lot more from you guys.
I had it wrote down here that they dominated New York, but obviously then couldn't buy a map win against Bermuda, which was
is so weird to me. It's so weird.
Being a top team in the league, top on the power rankings, like they weren't up there in like top, you know what I mean? But they were in the top. They were in the upper.
They beat New York, but
the power rankings for most of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they beat New York, but they couldn't beat.
They couldn't buy anything with Bermuda, and then obviously the GA.
BVD
I don't know much about that, but there was a GA, obviously a map.
Yeah. That's that. I'm so glad. Shout out C-Fan for casting that, because ain't no way I was gonna be able to make it through that 3-hour match. That's insane. It started at 9, ended at midnight.
That's call back on our fucking 3-hour match.
Yeah, make sure everybody at your classes are good, and if it crosses over, just check your damn classes before you start the match, because. My God, that is so absurd.
It does happen to everyone, though,
And it sucks because there's rulings, and we have to make sure.
I've fallen at fault for it before too, and it sucks.
Oh yeah, I mean, me too. I've been on teams, with APs and stuff like that, trophies. We've been there, so But I gotta say this though, I was a little disappointed in Las Vegas. We all know Tuna is probably their better player. He is, I think, somewhat a star player on that team, but again, he goes rogue a lot of the times, and I think like BVD's.
Who are you? If you are one of the OG Bermuda boys, because it could be the thing where I'm just fucking dense.
Shooting his ass, but he's dropping 17 in S&D, and I think that's the problem. I think he's not working with the team as much. I think Benji needs to do a better job in terms of the ownership level, just to kind of rally the boys. I love BVD. I think BVD is playing better COD than he's ever played.
Big Veiny.
I think from what I've seen, BVD play since I know BVD since MW3. I think individually he's ascended. I think he's playing better COD now.
BVD, I see you in chat, man.
Before.
I know you hinted at coming trial, bro. We're gonna keep those talks going, bro. The table's open for negotiation, brother. We can talk about that after, though. Low key, I'll throw that out here now because I see him in chat. But Yeah, no, I agree, man. This Vegas team just came up short here, and like I said, it's really weird because they dominated New York 3-0. That was a series me and you casted, and I mean they look strong, man. They came out flying. I mean, obviously BVD was insane in the S&D against New York. Quick Tune is also looking good, but I mean, yeah, like you said, couldn't buy a map win against Bermuda, which is kind of crazy. And then obviously you had the GA against AR that kind of costed them that map 5-2, and I can see how that can be a little frustrating, but nonetheless, shit happens. Because of that, now they're playing in a relegation match. And the same thing goes for Absolute Rain. I think. Right, and I don't know if you mentioned that while I was looking at chat there, but yeah, AR also had another rough go as well. But they were kind of on the coming down. I think Stubby got a good team there, and I think he has the ability to retool that roster, whether they get relegated or
Yeah.
not.
Oh, dude, it's
Um,
it comes down to the young players. Xavier had a tough map win
oh,
last
you're
night, but
ruler.
like,
Oh, you didn't play
Stu-
against New York. Oh, okay, yeah,
yeah,
my bad.
Stubby, and Dark had 7 kills combined through like it's like the first round and halfway through the second round of Overload. It was rough to watch.
Yep.
I think again I think Stubby and Dark will have to figure out a
They're
way
not a good team.
to provide to would have
Yeah,
to
Stubble, yeah,
support
Stubble, you got some work to
Xavier
do with roster mania. I
somehow.
feel like the Absolute Rain, if they stay up in the main league, or even if they go to D League, I think there's gonna be some
Dude,
massive retooling there.
that overload was so rough to watch last night. My God, and the SND. Oh my God, and it sucks because I think the talent is there, but it's just Dark, and I don't know what Dark's doing on his free time. You got to find out what he's doing on his free time. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe I don't know if he's scooping too much or what. Free Kit Stella, I don't know what he's doing, but he needs to like play more. I think
Yeah,
that's the key there because Xavier still struggled on that map 1 and on that Scar.
yeah.
But I think Juzen stepping in as E sub for Bermuda was a huge W for them, and lit that map 1 on fire. But these that I think overall,
The last point I had here before Pool D is
yeah.
that New York looks good, but I think they're a little shaky.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
3-0 the 3-0
yeah.
loss to Las Vegas. I know in probably New York's odds didn't mean much. They were already up 2-0. Probably knew they were making it through, and maybe it might have been like a mental thing when they were playing. But still, nonetheless, I don't think they look like the prom New York Impact we've seen at the start of the
Yeah,
major.
yeah.
So
That's
they're a
what
little
Eras
shaky
had
coming in
mentioned
here.
last night. Eras
Yep.
actually mentioned that last night to me in the VC. He said, and he did say I could use this for the pod. He did say that it may look like they have like their 3 that has always like the Roomba Bear E kind of thing from BO6, but they're just not there right
It's a
now.
little shaky right now.
It's a little shaky. And I think they're doing the best they can for the VOD. Now, let's say they don't go. Let's say they don't make it. They don't win it, right? I told them this. I said I know for a fact that once Major 2 comes around for New York Impact, they will figure it out and they'll find a solidified 4th that they'll play with. And I think I don't ever think down on the pedigree
And
and
could be
the
Casper. Could
resilience
be
out of New
Casper.
York.
Could
I
be
think
Casper
they
to fill that hole. Who
yeah.
knows? Because
Yeah, and I
Casper's
think
back.
that's what they're missing. They're missing something like that, and I think Casper
Yep.
was there before, and I think they'll figure it out after the major. But
Yep.
they're definitely not 100%. Whether I think Roomba's playing hurt right now. Bear is he's still limping, but he's still playing hurt. E's playing Minecraft, so I
Both are
think
all
there's a lot
injured.
of they're playing hurt though. So like they have like a tweaked ankle, they have a contusion on their thigh, but they're still playing through it. So I think a lot of it is just, and I think a lot of it is just they're not 100% healthy, but they will be healthy. I think come major
Yeah.
two, and but yeah.
No, but all the same though, yeah. So shout out New York and Bermuda for making it to the bracket. We're gonna talk about you guys in a bit, and then obviously AR and Las Vegas enter the relegation match pool. Which I guess now, since we're done the pools, I'm going to cut this across, and then we're going to reveal the relegation matches for Major One. So obviously the relegation matches, obviously Absolute Rain, Las Vegas Death Dealers, Michigan, Texas, Minneapolis, East Coast, Tawana, and Stanford have all been sent down to the relegation matches. So they will have the play. Winner stays in the CxP, and the loser of these matches will go to the D League. So
Damn.
here we go. And here we go. So the relegation matches for this week, we're gonna have Stanford versus Minneapolis. We're gonna have East Coast play Absolute Rain. We're gonna have Michigan play the Death Dealers, and we're gonna have the Doberman play Tawana. Now, I was told from sources that Tawana doesn't have the roster, and I think Texas is going to get the automatic go through here, just because both teams don't have a roster. I was told. So
Jesus.
I think there's some discussion with this last match whether these two teams might make it through, or E might just bring up another D League team that is through the upper table to the side. So yeah, so this last match is up in the air as of right now, but these other three are green light, good to go. And I think the one that stares at me the most here, Feds, is going to be this Michigan versus LV, because I don't think none of these teams deserve to be demoted, but holy, one of them's going to D League.
Yeah, I hope. I really think right now with the state of Las Vegas, I think Michigan wins this in like a 3-1 fashion. However, Las Vegas has in the regular season has led and about, I think they're in the top 8, top 6 of the 3 modes. Like they've in hardpoint, S&D, and Overload. I think Overload they dipped a little bit, but Las Vegas they need to figure out a path to their success, and they have not figured that out yet, unfortunately. Because
I think Michigan. Obviously, Michigan is one of the best Overload teams. So if we look at Michigan's Overload, I mean, Michigan's 7-3 in the Overload. Vegas is 5-4 through the regular season. KDs are almost pretty much around dead even. I think the only thing to notice here that I believe Michigan has a goal differential is 14, and Las Vegas is -2 in goal differential in Overload.
Yeah.
So I think the Overload in this series goes to Michigan. How the hardpoint and S&D goes, I don't know.
I think BVD has a point when it comes to like the playing the TDM, the kill horn, from again Tuna and those players, and I just don't know if BVD has to play for Las Vegas in order for them to have a chance, in my opinion, against Michigan. Michigan could look down and go down, but I'm gonna have to stick with Carlos here. I've seen him do the most ridiculous things. And I'm gonna have to give Michigan the flowers here over Las Vegas. But I wouldn't be surprised if Las Vegas wins here. But I like Michigan a lot. Again, like I said, I'll wear a jersey for Carlos because he's my homeboy. But he also like really has shown that he can play the game.
I think if Michigan takes either map 1 or map 2.
But Vegas, man, it sucks to see. They have disappointed me so far in this pool play.
When can you play these matches? You guys can play these regulation matches now. As of today.
Yeah. Let me cast a message today, motherfuckers.
You guys are green light to play these matches now.
Yeah,
you guys have till I think Sunday. I think it's Sunday. I'm gonna show that in a second too.
Yo, give me a match tonight. Give me a double header tonight, please.
Yeah,
I'm begging you.
So yeah, you guys are green light to play these.
But I like Michigan. These guys, I think they have more of a.
Like when I seen this, I was like, "Oh, bro, this is hard."
Huge. It's huge. I think Michigan though has more of like a, not as a continuity, but they just have more of like a culture there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they've established there. I think JCap is a big reason for that. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing, right? I think Las Vegas has lost a little bit of their culture with the Benji stuff and Tuna kind of kill whoring, and then BVD not playing. I don't know. I think if you're LV, you got to play BVD to either have a chance because you could complement.
I think if Michigan wins
Tuna with that
map 1 or map 2, they win the series. But if they go down 2-0 early, because we all know that Las Vegas is good at hardpoint and S&D, up there in one of the top teams all regular season, just one of those sneaky guys that put up a lot of stats. Now, whether, like you said, now it's kill whoring or whatnot, why their stats are that padded, we don't know. But I think if Michigan steals map 1 or map 2, they definitely take the map 3, because they should. Obviously, they're heavy favorites to win that map 3. And then I think they can clutch it to map 4, map 5. But I think it starts off by getting that momentum and killing Las Vegas' momentum early, because I think if Las Vegas goes up 2-0, it's going to be very hard for Michigan to reverse sweep this team.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely, I agree.
And I think that's just how this is going to go. And then obviously the next match above that one, I think this is also going to be a very interesting series, East Coast versus AR. because as Stubler says in the chat, his team is not the best right now, and East Coast is on the up and coming. So
You know what's crazy about Las Vegas? Before we move on, I'm so sorry, but
yeah,
they
no.
have hybrid on the team, and they have this dude Stunsley.
There's a D League Las Vegas team. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure. Is there? Yeah, you might be looking at a D League Las Vegas team.
oh, he has the roles. That's what I was looking at. I'm like, he has the
Oh.
LV and the role. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know, but
unless he is there.
goddamn,
He might have
if he's there,
I don't know.
you gotta start utilizing your players. Maybe Ben. I mean, again, that goes down to the culture. I think Michigan. Where is Michigan? Where do I have him at? But anyway, I just think Michigan has just more of a culture to play with compared to Las Vegas. Oh, he's on the academy. Okay.
Yeah, Carlos has a 1.26 KD over the. Is this the playoffs? Oh, this is playoffs. Oh, he has a 1.26 right now in the playoffs. Oh, this is the playoffs.
Right.
Stat sheet. What the fuck? I'm gonna look at the regular season.
Why can't I find Michigan? Oh, it is. Yeah. So I like Michigan here.
And then Las Vegas, obviously, Tuna and BBD both rocking
Yeah.
1.4s right now.
And East Coast Bandits and Absolute Rain. That's gotta be a close matchup. I think I like East Coast
AR right now. I don't know, man. Like you said, I agree. It's the down.
I like East Coast a lot.
I do too.
But man, you never know. I feel like Absolute Rain could surprise us. But after last night was rough. Stubby and Dark just got to find that synergy. Unfortunately, they got to find that synergy. But right now, East Coast Bandits, they're on their way up. So I think and compared to Absolute Rain, that kind of feels like they're on a decline a little bit. So I think I had to give it to East Coast Bandits here.
I think we go map 5 East Coast.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think map 5 East Coast. I think this series goes map 5 regardless, just because I think like I'm not dissing the roster that Stubby has there. Like I feel like if they get a map that they can hold under their belt, you know what I mean? If they can get one of their favorite maps, as their a map advantage when they select their maps for the match. Jesus, fucking tongue twister. But yeah, if they can get some of their maps that they're comfortable playing on against East Coast, I think they can win. It's just gonna come down to that last S&D search, I think.
Yeah, and I think Rose is a star player on East Coast. I think he's gonna have to give him good ping, and I think these guys could really, really put the nail in the coffin for this series.
Collins is AR
Rose has to play well for East Coast for sure. I think AR and 4.
Bold, do you think we're going for map? Stuffler's already
East Coast Bandit. I would have to disagree there. I think Rose is a good compliment to Xavier.
Yeah,
I think East Coast has a balanced team.
Bounce off what you said there, Colin. I think the bounce off there is that Xavier's a 7-point. Yeah, he hoops with the boys, but I mean, AR still 1 and 2 and they're in relegation. You know what I mean? So I think it comes down to the depth, and I think East Coast is just more built around consistent pointers. You know what I mean? Like they're built with 4 threes. I don't know what their point brackets are. I'm gonna find out real quick though.
Yeah, I do like East Coast here. I just if Dark and Stubby can't get kills, they're in hell.
East Coast Bandits, Rose obviously rocking a 1.34. They have a 4. Ghost is 3. Prometheus is 1, and Evo is a 2. So obviously you have Ghost and Rose leading the way. Rose with a 1.35 in the 2 matches they played. Ghost with a 1.01. Evo biting around a 1 with a 0.9. Yeah, like this East Coast team is fine, is looking good. And then obviously if you look up on the side of AR, you have Xavier with a 1.53, and then the rest after that is negative with 0.7, 0.5. Holy shit, 0.5, 0.7. Yeah, AR is in depths right now. So I don't know. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, and I say this goes 5 maps, but I do think East Coast might come out of this supreme, and I think Stubler is gonna run down to the D League, and he's gonna build an elite roster in that D League, and then we're gonna see him again.
Yo, Burke, settle down, brother. Settle down, Burke.
It's coming, bro. It's coming, bro.
Yeah. Settle down.
I gotta like blue ball you guys for a bit, I gotta tickle it a little bit.
Yeah, literally. Like I'll pull on that shit right now, Burke.
But it is coming. It is coming.
Right? But Stanford and Texas, I'm not worried about that.
No, I think and then Stanford and Minneapolis. I think if Gelato puts in a roster, it takes Minneapolis. But you know what though, Fets, and it might be a super hot take, and it's nothing against my boys in Stanford, but I feel like there's like a little, like Minneapolis is locked in a closet, for them to win this match. It's completely dark, and there's like a keyhole of light that they might be able to do
Yeah.
it. And
It's a
I would
shot,
not be
man.
shocked if
Shot in the dark.
I would not be shocked if we seen a Stanford forfeit here because of some other crazy shit with the Stanford
100%.
and
Yo,
Minneapolis
Casper.
gets through.
Fuck up.
But I think if Stanford plays, Minneapolis is it because I feel like Gelato might have a field day. But like you said, I think Minneapolis has a keyhole light of a win percentage here. But I think Stanford comes out 3-0 here.
Yo, Casper, settle down. You know how many Venators I gave this man mid goop? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, but yeah, I think Stanford, East Coast, Michigan, Texas Dobermans, I think they all go through relegation.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So
Now, Clouter, I think this is the
for the
time.
bracket. I'm gonna throw this up here real quick. This is obviously the schedule. This is also subject to change. E told me. So obviously relegation matches, you guys can play them now. February 22nd is when the relegation matches need to be played. I don't know what day that falls on. I think that's after the weekend. Same with winner round 1 and loser round 1 when we show the bracket momentarily, and then obviously E will post all this up in the Discord. I'm sure right after the pod or right now for everyone to see. So that is that. And now Feds. Now we get in to our predictions on who we think is going to come out champion out of this bracket.
Yeah, this is tough, man. And by the way, I don't know. I don't even know what the bracket's set up. So Clouter knows all of this stuff. I'm looking at it for the first time. So this is going to be on the spot for me more than Clouter. I think Clouter has more of an idea as to who will be moving on. I am looking at this for the first time, so we'll see how it goes now.
Here we go. So here
ladies and
is
gentlemen,
the bracket.
Lock in.
Obviously for match 1s on the winner round 1 side, we're gonna have Detroit versus Bermuda. We're gonna have Paris versus Plattsburgh. We're having Texas versus New York and West Coast versus New Jersey. The rematch in Pool C. We're going to see once again. Yeah, those are your round 1 matches for this major. Obviously starting today. So obviously now that if you're in here and you know your team, you guys can start scheduling your matches or whatnot. But yeah, no, me
Casper,
and Fets...
you're not even on New York. You're not even on New York. Like, shut up.
Casper's a free agent and just dying to see.
You're literally a free agent and went 1-8 in Las Vegas. Like, I don't even want to hear it. Anyway, so.
But yeah, so I guess we'll go from match 1 and me and Fets are gonna work our way through here. So obviously match 1 is Detroit versus Bermuda. Who are we taking here, Fets? What's your thoughts on Detroit versus Bermuda? We have the hot upcoming Bermuda squad against this Detroit Reign roster.
Dude, you're killing me here already. And this wasn't the one that you gave me as an example.
When I seen this, I thought this is also going to be a very good match.
This is fucking insane. Man, I want Detroit to win this, and I really expect them
they
to.
Snuff the hot streak though.
But I don't think they have enough continuity to beat Bermuda. I think Bermuda's there.
Diesel and all them.
Bermuda, Rula didn't play last night, and they still won. I think Bermuda wins this 3-2 or 3-1.
I think Detroit wins the S&D.
Okay, I like Detroit S&D, but dude,
I think Detroit can haul out an S&D win here. But I don't know.
EXO has been playing spectacular COD. That's what I'm saying. And CFan has been doing. I think CFan's been playing above, or if not directly towards his ranking. Like, I think he's playing enough support to give time for Ruler or whoever is e-subbing at that top point with EXO. And this was it Diesel. Was it Diesel?
Yeah, Diesel's there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the second time I watched Diesel play last night. I think they clean up their S&D. I think you're right. Detroit wins the S&D, but my God,
I think Bermuda comes out of this.
I watched EXO play last night. God, man, if they play like they did last night, I don't think Detroit has a chance. Now Kaori is going to have to drop 50 to win, in my opinion. He's going to have to drop 45, 40. He's going to have to really come alive on the respawns. Huge. And Huey Lags has been going almost double neg, if not -10 every single time. And he has to start figuring it out because Sheesh and Kaori have been playing much solid. I like Bermuda here, either 3-1 or 3-2.
What kind of name is Diesel? Just call him Fuel. That's a good one, Casper.
Just call him Fuel. I like that. But dude, I got to be honest. I like Bermuda.
You think we
I
go
gotta
3-1
go
here?
where
I think we go 3-1.
I gotta go where the pot is hot. I gotta
Yep.
go where the pot is hot, and the pot is hot right now for Bermuda. I gotta go Bermuda, 100%.
And then this one here, this is like we jumped back to this earlier. This one is also interesting.
I'm so sick of
Match
these.
2, we have Paris versus Plattsburgh.
God damn it! Already off the rip.
It is sad that the loser of this team could get a top 12 finish. Now, like I said, like me and you mentioned earlier, obviously Plattsburgh only played one match in their series, and it was against Detroit, and they won 3-1, and it wasn't dominant fashion, and like I said, they had an E-sub, so it wasn't without Diz, but we do know that Diz led the D-League in highest KDs, so this man is definitely ready to hoop. But do they have the pedigree to get past the new upcoming, probably top duo in this league right now is Batman and Glue. Batman, Kane, and Glue. I also love that we gave him the nickname Batman. And
Batman, yeah. You know what's funny? Well, it's funny because when I was calling Kane Batman, because when he was playing with Hybrid was Superman. I called Batman. It was Kane Batman, so Superman Batman. But it's funny because Kane he was like, I forgot what match. I think it was the last match we casted in the regular season. Or pool play. He was like, when the fuck did people call me Batman? I was like, nah, I called you Batman. He's like, yo, that's my favorite superhero. I was like,
call me
bet.
Batboy. You know, Glue, I was saying that they have given you guys the Batman Robin duo name, but giving you the title of Robin just doesn't
Kane would have to be Robin.
Yeah, you definitely
Batman.
aren't
But
a
like,
Robin.
I wouldn't think Kane is more of a sidekick. I think Kane has his own individual stature.
They're both individual.
You know, so like, we'll have to figure something like Green Lantern or some shadow now. You know.
I'm gonna put this on screen. I'm gonna see if you agree with me, and we can talk about it.
All right, you tell me, boss man.
I'm thinking 3-2 Paris.
I like this a lot, and
I think this could go either way. Like I think the biggest upset here is if Plattsburgh puts them out and we see Paris and losers round 1.
Dude, Diz needs a performance and a half. Like he needs to look like Bad Bunny in the halftime show. You know what I mean? Like he needs to like come out there and play his heart out. Even Noah coming in that last game I watched against Detroit was very phenomenal. I think, dude, Plattsburgh has been all their players have been playing phenomenal. With young pointers and the old pointers, those guys have been playing great. But I will say this: Paris is on the ascension. I just watched Glue fucking play Cold Havoc this morning, at like 8 a.m. this morning. So I think these guys are ready. I think Paris doesn't skip a beat here. I think Paris wins 3-2. But
I think
I will say this though: Plattsburgh could win this and upset them. And if they upset them, we have a parade down this in Manhattan. We got to have a parade at some point because
the way that Plattsburgh,
you know what I mean,
can come out on top here. They have the win map 1 or map 2 because Glue came out last week, and I kind of understand his point. But like I said, we mentioned it last week that Paris is absolute shit at overload.
Yeah, they're like 2-9, I think, or
like,
2
to Glue's.
You know?
Yes, I will get that in a second. But to Glue's point, because he did say it last week, he said we don't need to be good in overload if we are.
They've showed that
if we're dominant in hardpoint and S&D, and he is completely correct. Yeah, they're 3-7 in overload through the season, with a 3.2 goals per game, which is one of the lowest, and I believe they are in the minus in goal differential. They're -10 in goal differential. So their overload is shaky, but again, according to Glue, and he's proven it time, and him and Kane have proven it through pool play that they don't need overload to be dominant. And I mean, if Plattsburgh can win map 1 or map 2, I think they have a good chance of winning. But again, if they go down 2-0, they win the overload. I mean, Plattsburgh could win that map 4 and bring it to map 5, but I think Paris with the pedigree of Glue and Batman, they come out on top here, and I think it's 3-2. But again, this could go either way. I think that's a coin toss.
I want to say, I don't think I've actually seen Diz play, but I've heard so many good things about him. And he led the D League in KD. I think I've Skip is dropping 32, and Paris might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Burke is going to have to really start stepping up his game to counteract the young pointer activity for Plattsburgh. But I think there's a lot of tenacity out of Plattsburgh that if Plattsburgh actually wins, I wouldn't be surprised. But dude, Paris, like they're a top 4 team. They're looking great. I think Glue is out for revenge. I think Kane is just chilling. Like I haven't heard from Kane in a while. He might. I don't know what he's doing lately.
He's out saving.
But
he's out saving Gotham right now. He's just.
He's out saving Gotham. He's out there saving Gotham and shit. I mean, unbelievable work out of these guys.
Dude,
but I'll say,
tonight, me and Fets are around to cast, bro. We're open.
We may play tonight. Yo, yeah,
we made an agreement to cast any matches that are on.
If
tonight,
you guys want to, before we move on to the next bracket, because I got Paris 3-2. I like that, Clouter.
Yeah.
Give us a double header. Give me fucking something at 8 o'clock, and give me something at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, or give me something at 9 p.m. Eastern and 10:30 Eastern. I will literally slobber all over that shit.
And I guess before we keep going, because I'm looking here now, and there's a lot of great teams in this bracket, and obviously what me and Fets are doing are complete predictions. So, don't take it to,
these are all just what we believe.
I feel like we realize this every time we do these brackets. I know that the OGs that have watched multiple of these know this by now, that they know there are side predictions and blah blah blah. But any newcomers coming in, these are just VODs predictions. I mean, this could all go ass backwards. We all hope the best for every team, and me and Fence are all for it if we see like any of these teams that we might put out in top 12 make a big run for it.
Yeah, what Clouter and I hope is that we're wrong. We want to be wrong. We want to see people fucking go crazy, and but this is just what we believe. One thing, this is our opinions, very opinionated bracketology. But what we want to see is the opposite. We've been wrong several times too. So I
don't think we've nailed the bracket right. Remember the bracket?
I don't think we have.
Team with the Vise, that Vise team.
Yeah, they were out early,
12,
so yeah. So I want to see. You guys prove us wrong, and really, hopefully, it lights the fire under your butts, and you guys, prove us.
But yeah, so then we go to Texas and New York. I think with New York shaking it, this is also hard too, man, because New York's a little shaky right now. And
damn, man.
Texas is good, but I think I don't know. I really know how to call this one either. This is also a good match. I think New York comes out of this one. I think Texas steals a map here and makes it interesting. But I think Eraz and Bear and Roomba, they're gonna go into playoff form, and I think they're gonna get the job done here.
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna say Texas.
You think Texas
3-1? The only reason why I'm just gonna go a hot take here. It's just last night.
I like that though.
Last night when I heard from no, we could give New York the win here. That's totally fine because I want New York to win, right? But here's the thing: I think Skizzy is playing. He's outperforming himself, right? Like he's playing on another level than a lot of other players. And right now, it just didn't seem to me that New York. It didn't seem like New York had the confidence as a team.
That
right?
Las Vegas series raised a lot of eyebrows for me when I was
Yes,
watching it,
it did. So that's what I'll say.
If we get the New York team that played the Raiders, I agree with you. I think Texas.
But New York, here's the thing. I don't think New York has ever lost against Texas.
I don't think they have either.
So
that was another thing I had.
So that is another thing.
I didn't want to say that because I don't know if I'm correct in saying that. But
I'll take New York 3-1. I could take New York here too.
No, we can do Texas.
I think we do a hot take and hit Texas early. I really think so. I'm gonna get crazy here.
Palsy.
Because right now,
Palsy's my favorite
from
what
I've heard,
S&D.
they just haven't had the capability to play as a team, right? And I think Skizzy is just, I think they figured out something, right? But I think it all comes down to Bear at the end of the day for New York. I don't think it comes down to anybody else but Bear, and also Sin, who's the fourth player on the team. Because if they have better setups, and they're able to set up better on hard point and have more, because right now what they're lacking is AR presence. Because right now for New York, they don't have any ARs. They have ARs, but they all want to play a submachine gun. They all want to play the Dravik. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know what's so happy, but I fucking can't stand the Dravik. I hate that gun. That gun sucks. I miss the Jackal so much, but I'm playing anyway. But the point is, a lot of those, like even Roomba Bears, they all want to play, and they play. Yeah, he's a sub player. He is a main sub. He plays the sub, and he'll play Hill, but he's not going to sit there and hit 3 minutes on Hill. You know what I'm saying? He's going to create pressure, and I think he can't create the pressure when there's no AR presence. They don't have right now. New York does not have an AR that could utilize the power position to its ability, to the best ability right now. So that causes a lot of deaths, no sub pressure. You need your ARs in your power positions. You got to start looking the right way. I think Texas has it down more,
You know
and
what though?
I think
you're
Texas
right, though. I
will
think
win
you're
here. That's
slowly
how I
convincing
feel.
me the other
But
way because I mean, obviously Texas is one of the good overload teams, so they should have. I think they'll have overload over New York, and I think, like you said, they can definitely steal map 1 or map 2 off these boys too, off New York as well. If, like you said, if the where you got like New York always doing subs, and I think like you said with Skizzy and Palsy there, and with Phenom's also. I also feel like Phenom has some moments where he makes some good plays as a 2-pointer, and same with Lonely Doc as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that's why I'm also like, well, New York could also win because it's like it has to be Zila and Skizzy playing as a duo because if you give anybody else lower than
on the bench as well.
Zilot,
They also use Zilot as well. Yeah.
yeah, because they won both matches with Zilot, so it's like
Yeah.
in pool play. So it's like if you have, but like I look at the paper, Clout. I look at the paper, and I'm like, it's Roomba, Bear, and E. That is the big three that I've saw back in BO6, but they're just not playing to their ability that we're used to seeing, and I'm like, fuck, like it becomes
Paris versus Plattsburgh 9 p.m. EST tonight.
okay.
All right, we're in. We're in the booth.
All right, we're in.
Got one.
Lock me in.
One, boys.
Lock us
we
in.
got one.
Oh, we going crazy tonight. Okay,
We going crazy.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So, I think my heart is telling me Texas, but my mind is telling me New York. If that makes sense. So, I'm gonna have to go Texas here, but I wouldn't. New York, like if Bear, Roomba, and Eid pull up for the show, man, Texas could 3-0. New York could 3-0 Texas with no problem.
And then we go West Coast and New Jersey.
It's crazy.
We got a rematch of Pool C. When I
Oh
see this,
my
I was
god!
like, oh, give me a
Oh
rematch
my
of Pool C.
god!
Did you not
Oh
see
my
that?
god!
Did you
No
not see
way!
that?
No, well,
rematch
no,
of-
I didn't zoom in. I didn't zoom in yet. So,
No.
so when you said it, I zoomed in. Oh my god! I'm gonna take my pants off right now.
Zoom in a
Holy
little bit. There you
shit!
go. Make it a little bigger for everyone there. But we'll go down to losers
I'm
after.
gonna.
But
I
yeah, we
am going
have
to
West
run
Coast
butt
versus New
naked down the
Jersey.
street.
We got a
I can't
rematch.
believe
West
that.
Coast won. Did West Coast win this series or New Jersey?
New Jersey
won
won 3-2, but West Coast was up 2-1. New Jersey pushed them one map 4 to push them map 5. So
Does West Coast get revenge here?
Wait, am I right? Did I get that right? I don't know.
I gotta check. I gotta go check the fucking scoreboard.
Maybe New Jersey won the map 3. Sorry, maybe New Jersey won the map 3. I'm not sure, but it was close.
Oh yeah, New Jersey won map 5. So does West Coast get revenge here, or does New Jersey lock it down? I still think it goes map 5 again.
I think New Jersey wins it. I gotta stay consistent with New Jersey. I like
West Coast goes down.
I like playoff Los. West Coast is a great team. That dude Jede, that dude.
I think this comes down to the S&Ds.
That guy is fucking absurd.
I think this map comes down to the S&Ds. And it's crazy to say because New Jersey is a crazy S&D team, but I think if West Coast can steal either map 2 or map 5, because obviously me and you both believe this goes map 5. And 100% goes. It's pretty much inevitable at this point. It's like Thanos. It's fucking inevitable at this point. We're going map 5 with this series. So I think it might come down to that map 5, man. I think West Coast comes out strong. Here's how I play with this series. I think West Coast comes out and takes map 1, right? In dominant fashion. Everyone's like, holy fuck, West Coast coming to play. New Jersey takes map 2, then they take map 3. I think West Coast then wins the hard points, and then I think it comes down to that map 5.
I agree. Let me pull up the last
Yeah, what were the scores to the last series? Hit me up. Let's talk about this one for a little bit because this one is interesting because I still believe that West Coast makes it a top 4 run here. It's super unfortunate that they play New Jersey round 1.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're fucking throwing it hard.
I also believe that New Jersey can be a top 4 team in this major, and it sucks that they play West Coast round 1. So one of these teams is making a fucking run in losers. I have no doubt about that. Now, it also depends how this bracket plays out for them when we go through.
Whoever made this bracket is throwing it back on my penis extremely hard right now.
Bro. E fucking somehow E got these intense matches.
God damn, I just busted a fat ass nut. Okay, so I'm going to break it down for you right now for that series in pool play. West Coast, map 1, like in terms of win. So West Coast, 1 map 1. West Coast, map 2.
So they were reverse swept.
Oh wait, I lied. Sorry, I lied. The team names were flopped. Sorry, New
okay,
Jersey
so
won map 1.
Map 2.
New Jersey
won
map 1.
Map 1.
West Coast map 2. New Jersey map 3.
West Coast map 4.
West Coast map 4, and then New Jersey map 5. Yeah,
That's
so
what I mean. I think
that's how
if West Coast can take I think West Coast got to take either map 1 or map 2 because I think New Jersey, because what was the score to the overload? I think it was it an ass fucking and that's well pause.
Yeah, I think it was a butt fuck.
Was it like what was the score to the overload?
Let me blow back up. It was 7-4 New Jersey. Like I said,
so
New Jersey has been able to find their footing in overload.
I think they were up. I remember watching that. I think New Jersey was dominant through the overload, and I think West Coast got like 1 or 2 towards the end, but by then it was like impossible to come back. I think that's how that map went. I could be wrong.
But let me tell you, that map 1 with New Jersey winning, I was like, damn, like here we go. You know, that dude Jeed dropped 44. I don't know how he's a 2-pointer. It's crazy. But then New Jersey got we thought New Jersey again by numbers second best in the regular season, second best S&D team. New Jersey got waxed 6-1 in the S&D.
Yeah,
like,
so obviously
absolutely
West Coast
waxed.
can run with these boys in S&D, which is the scary part. You know what I mean? Like I think West Coast has proven that they can run with these boys.
Bugs
in S&D.
12-4.
So
and then New Jersey came back huge. In overload 7-4. Zorbs 27-15. It's funny. It's very funny because I casted this match. Zorbs and Los had identical stats throughout the whole overload up until like the last minute because Zorbs went 27-15. Los went 27-22. So Los just died a couple more times. But other than that, like they were right there. And then, dude, Scar Hardpoint. It was a 9-point game. 250-241. West Coast Riders. This dude G dropped 46. He had back-to-back 40-plus kills. West Coast won map 4. Jeed, whoever Jeed is, whoever that dude is, whoever these guys are, because we gotta speak to these guys.
I think this series is the perfect definition of when like classic COD players go S&D wins champs, because S&D is going to be the tail. Is gonna be the tail of the tape. For that series for sure, for that match for sure. It's gonna come down to the S&Ds.
Here's the thing, Johnny. I'll tell you this though. I like Mellow over Pain. Like if you could play Relax and Mellow, that's fine with me. I don't Pain. I think is more of a disadvantage, in my opinion. No disrespect to Pain. I love Pain. Shout out Kensington. But Mellow again.
So now I'll wait till you're.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Johnny dropped 45 of that map 4.
Jump into the next one because now we get to talk about a team we haven't talked about in a long time, and that is the #1 seed Miami Vice Demons would play the hot fucking Bermuda Bloodline.
I think I gotta say Miami here.
I also think
Miami has to win here.
Can get past Detroit. I think then they play Knock, Parks, Perk, and you.
Yeah, I haven't touched the game in 2 weeks, but
that's going to be the ultimate test. But yeah, well, I mean, you also have the Knucklers and you have Parks who's been playing lights out since playing.
Once
Miami,
we got to figure. Miami has to figure out their overload big time. Same with Bermuda.
That's why I'm going to do this. This is why I'm going to do this.
I think it's close. You know, we took teams to map 5s when we weren't supposed to, and I like Miami.
I think 3-1.
I like Miami.
Bermuda,
I think our hard point is insane.
I think Bermuda takes you guys in overload, but you take 1, 2, and 4.
I think our hard point is absurd. You know, and I think our S&D could clean up a little bit, but other than that, because our S&D sucks right now. But
because now this is something now where we can get interesting here. I'll let you go for a second while I'm trying to find some stuff.
No, I just think Miami will definitely win this series right here. No doubt about it. No like personal bias or anything. I just think it's Nuck. Like that's, come on, man. The Cuban muchacho. Like you can't beat him. Yep. Like he's just so good.
In the regular season was 10-3. Had a 1.06 KD. Bermuda was 7-9 with a 0.97. So obviously Miami's hard points looking good there as of the regular season. Funny enough, Bermuda's S&D is 7-5 with a 0.99.
Wow.
Miami's is 4-6 with a 1.2.
Yeah, we have not cleaned up the S&D, and we haven't scrimmed really. So
And then obviously the overload, and then obviously comes the overload, where actually you guys are 5-3 in overload. I mean, you guys had a hot start in overload, so actually,
it's
I think
just
if anything, I think Bermuda takes the S&D off you guys.
the biggest thing on overload for Miami is like when we get the bomb, we got to make sure that we wait. It's just the waiting game, right? If we play the waiting game right on overload, we're going to be able to be fine. And knowing where to go with the bomb. And I can't stand playing Scar. I fucking hate Scar. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like Scar.
You gotta talk to your boss about that one.
No, I just don't like Scar. But I will get used to Scar. I've been getting used to it right now. But we clean up S&D for sure. We clean up Overload. But our hard point, we're a top. Miami's a top 3 hard point team right now, I believe. So in the regular season.
I think for me, from a non-biased from standpoint, and I know you're also giving your non-biased opinion, well, trying to, which is fair, because we're gonna jump into my team next, where I'm gonna let you talk about this one, and I'm just gonna sit and listen. But I think there is a chance Bermuda could win this series. I think Bermuda takes the S&D. I should have rephrased it. I think map 1 goes to you guys. I think map 2 goes Bermuda. This map 3 is where it gets a little dicey. I mean, Bermuda was regular season, only had 1 overload win through the entire regular season. Now, this new Bermuda team in pool play and towards the last end of the season has looked really good in overload, and same with the S&Ds. So the S&D is a toss-up. I think if Bermuda wants to make this series interesting, they win the overload. I think you guys win out the hard points. I think you guys take map 1 and 4. No problem. But again, you don't know for sure. There is a chance this Bermuda team comes in with an upset, but again, like you said, though, the heavy hitters of Nux, Perks, and then yourself.
I'm just saying, it's just like when you play with these guys, like
I think you guys can take the
they lock, they give you some. It's like the energy from these guys, man. I love playing with Perk. You know what I mean? I get to finally play with Parks and Nuck again. So it's like, it's just like this whole circumference of this circumference of like comfortability, right? Because like I might do something, but they tell me mid game, like, yo, whether it's like, lay down Fets, or hit this or hit that, or just play this quarter or something, right? Especially that game that I don't really know much about. It allows me to play better, and I just hold an iron and chill. A lot of the time. So, and the pep talk what the Nut gives in mid games is absolutely immaculate. If anybody played with Nut before, he'll tell you that the pep talks that he gives in between series are absolutely amazing. And they're pretty direct to the point and very blunt. And it really lights the fire inside you. Very, very much so lights the fire inside you. And I gotta be honest, I love that shit. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He doesn't tiptoe around anything. He's very direct with you. And that, I feel like, in my opinion, makes you a better person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right there, I think that's the difference between Miami and a lot of teams, is that you have a very, I'm not going to say cutthroat, but more so like very blunt, dominant team leader. And I think, and he knows a lot about the game. Yeah. So I think that's what it really comes down to. But Bermuda, again, on the ascension, could give Miami 5 maps, I think. But I think Miami takes it here 3-1. I agree. 100%. I have to pee, but you could go take this. Go right ahead. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, well, you got to give your prediction when you come back, because mine's going to be considered fucking biased. But anyways, we'll jump into this one while Fets is gone. Then we will have Paris versus Toronto. We'll have Glue and Batman going up against as what Eraz has called the C Cup duo in myself and Cope, and also the introduction of BT to the roster. So this match also gets a little interesting. Obviously both teams had 2 very different seasons. Paris being very dominant in their season, I think ending off 9-2. I think Toronto just barely scraped a bye, being 5-6. I don't know how I see this series going. It can go a multitude of ways. I don't think the one thing I know for sure is I don't think Toronto comes out and pub stomps Paris. I think this is either going to be a close series, or Paris might run away with it, just on how we've seen Toronto play recently. I know I'm on the team as well. I'm trying my best here to give an unbiased opinion here, because I don't. Hopefully we don't get pub stomped here. But the Glue and Kane duo is definitely definitely a power thing right now. And yeah, Glue, that's true. Hopefully we have six cope come up in in major. I definitely hope that is as well. But the introduction of BT and G Baby, I think in terms of 0 pointers, the most improved 0 pointers I've seen is definitely the human UAV Palsy and also G Baby. I think G Baby has excelled as a 0 pointer. He's definitely one of the top 0 pointers in my opinion. Coming up. As well as I think Burke is also a 0 as well. So Burke is also Burke. If you're a 0 and in chat, you're also a pretty decent 0 as well. That's on the up and coming as much as I can think of right now for top 0 pointers. But yeah, we're gonna see definitely, and I think obviously the C Cope duo of myself and Cope might be replaced with obviously BT and Cope because obviously BT's coming in and he's been playing lights out since joining the Toronto squad. So I don't know how that goes. What's your thoughts on that one?
All right. Hot fucking take here. Toronto gets wild in the playoffs. I like Toronto. I like Toronto. I think Paris wins here. But if Toronto loses, they make a run in the losers bracket. I think they make. I think Cope, Clouter. I think those two guys will figure it out. I think
this team always like we've seen in the last two majors, like obviously grand finals, and we won kickoff. Now, no kickoff was a starter tournament, but anyway, I'll let you go.
I think Paris does win here to go play Miami, but I think Toronto, if they do lose, I think they do have a chance to really make a run here into the losers bracket. It's unfortunate that Toronto had the regular season, experience that they did. I think everybody expected Toronto to really, be
the match
more so a juggernaut.
Play the winner. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
So I like Paris though still. I think Cope could be
3-1, 3-2. I'm gonna let you give us the map count.
I think Cope. I think it's 3-1. I think Cope could be the kryptonite to Dat Boy, but you got to worry about Kane. And then of course G Baby and BT. Right, I think those are the two, right, for Toronto.
Yep.
BT needs. I think
BT for us too.
BT needs to be able to play. Like he needs to play
BT's
well.
Playing.
He can't have the first map one I watched, and it was like 15 and 25. He needs to be able to play well with you guys, and I mesh well. And I think that's the only issue. But if Cope could be Dat Boy's kryptonite, then Toronto has a big chance, in my opinion. But I like 3-1 for Glue. I like Paris taking on Miami in the next series, and unfortunately, Toronto will take the L here. I'm so sorry, Cloud. I love you, man. But I just think Paris might. I think Paris just might edge you a little bit. But I'm expecting Clouter to have. I'm expecting Clouter and Cope to have a great match.
Yeah,
I think
this one here is obviously I'm gonna have my bias.
Like I think whatever happened in regular season for Toronto goes out the window, and they become a different team, right?
Man,
and if they do lose this,
everyone that I've been talking to has told me the same thing. I'm like, bro, I hope so. Like, I really hope so. I mean, I've been playing a lot better than I have throughout the season, and same with Cope, and like I said, the pickup of BT for us was definitely huge. I think it was needed, and then G Baby just slides into that 0 pointer. And like I mentioned, I think while you were gone, I said G Baby was definitely this major was one of the top 0 pointers coming up as well.
Oh, 100%. I was seeing shit against what was it, OVO game?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I think it was OVO. I was fucking like, I had my whole. I don't know if you guys know that guy on TikTok when he eats the food and he throws his glasses and breaks them and shit. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but he eats like the food. He's like, oh yeah, this shit's good, and he throws the glasses and he's like, god damn. Like I tell you, I saw G Baby play. I tossed my glasses across the fucking room. I was like, there's no way this man's getting a 3-piece on these guys. And all this shit. Like, he's playing better.
What series was that? It wasn't against OVO. I know what series you're talking about, though. I can't remember what series that was. No, that was a recent series. That was during the crossovers.
Probably was, but I don't know. I saw G Baby go crazy.
No, I know what you're talking about. It was on Dead.
He played well. He played really well. So
He's played well all season, man.
I like the.
And I mean, Cope's putting up Cope numbers, and and then obviously
what I like
myself are putting up Numbers.
What I like about Toronto is they don't change much. They have a lot of continuity, so they play with the same people for the most part. Besides maybe BT kind of sliding in, but BT needs to be that piece that they are missing, in my opinion, right? And I think that's where BT, if you're in here, you need to really. Mr. P Nutty needs to lock in here. So
yeah, oh man, if P Nutty spawns in, bro, we're winning the whole thing.
literally.
But
So.
no, man. Yeah, I think BT being the acquisition for Toronto here is definitely the wall card for this Toronto Frost team making a run for it. But yes, as of the stats of the season and how things look, yeah, I gotta go with you. I think Paris comes over on top here for sure. And then obviously we go Dallas, Texas. Dallas also.
We got Texas boys.
Dallas shocked us this season too.
Yeah, they did. They
took that New York.
If
spot
Heck Dog, we've seen Dallas play and lose when Heck Dog plays, and he's like the best player of the team. Heck needs help. If Heck doesn't get enough help, I think Texas wins here. Unfortunately, I forgot who Heck's duo on this team is.
It's Heck
off
Geo.
the rip.
Heck Geo.
Okay, so Heck Geo, I think they could. I think Dallas wins here, but it's if Heck and Geo don't play, then Texas will win.
I think this goes map 5, man. Yeah,
I think
Geo,
it goes
Lando, and then there's a 0. I think Gradual might be the 0. Could be wrong in saying that. But yeah, I don't know, man. This Texas team is coming off hot. I think this goes map 5, man, and I don't know. Do we ride the Texas underdog into winter semis here?
Wow.
I think Chevy's their 0. So it's Heck Geo, Lando, and Chevy. Oh man, I don't know. I'm maybe
Dallas is one with 11-point rosters, and
do we say?
I think I gotta take Dallas here. I gotta take Dallas.
Okay, we'll go 3-2.
I gotta take Dallas.
Say it goes map 5.
I gotta take Dallas. Yeah, dude, those Heck Geo, those guys are really good. I think you got to take Dallas here. I like Texas a lot. I think that Texas could win, but Skizzy is going to have to do so much more in that matchup. As the bracket goes down further, Skizzy is going to have to do much more. And I don't know if he has enough help.
I can see Texas winning this one.
Yeah, and I've seen
Texas winning this one.
I've seen Zealite go double positive on Colossus, and I've seen him go double negative on Colossus. So it all depends. Yep. I just think I like Dallas, though. I think Dallas. We stay with Dallas here.
And then we jump to Los versus T.
God fucking damn.
A familiar battle we have seen multiple times in BO6. I'm pretty sure T has gotten the upper hand on every occasion against New Jersey. But I don't know. Los is coming out with his orbs this time. So is Zorbs the difference maker? I mean, we thought Los and we thought Potato might have been the difference maker against T, and I'm pretty sure OVO still came out on top in BO6. So I don't know, man. I think this is also. Even still, man. Like you gotta think, like West Coast and New Jersey, the winner has to play OVO. So like, if West Coast survives the gauntlet against New Jersey a second time, then they go up against OVO.
OVO.
Knuckles saying 3-0 New Jersey.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna partially agree with Nuck. I think OVO goes down. I really believe that. I think New Jersey wins here. I love OVO and game of the life that I had, back then. And T's the homeboy. I love T. I love Tyler. He's the homeboy. But man,
3-what?
A lot
give
of
the heartbreaker.
I think it's gonna be 3-1 or 3-2. I think we can see map 5. It could be map 5, but I think 3-1 to give OVO the. Oh my God, nah, maybe 3-0, because, dude, I think New Jersey's on the come up here, man. I really do.
I think I totally agree.
I think like OVO, the support players like Seven and Kato with Brandon. Like, I love Brandon a lot. I think
let's
Brandon ends up doing too much on the map sometimes. So I think right now, New Jersey is in a better spot than OVO.
Yeah,
Splashy again is going to have to do a
throughout the
lot.
regular season, obviously Los dropped a 1.4, Zorbs is rocking around a 1.3, and then Splashy with a 1.5, and then yeah, Randon, Kato, and Capshot are all in negatives. Now, I mean, Randon is 0.99, so it's pretty much even.
Yeah.
Kato's with a 0.94. I mean, Kato also has his moments too, and then Capshot obviously being that fourth member on the team. He's only played a handful of matches so far with them, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they work. But yeah, no, maybe I'm with you, man. Maybe it will be a 3-1 New Jersey because I am on this New Jersey's train right now. They're playing kind of hot.
I think New Jersey. I'm taking NJ, man. I can't. I've taken Los before. I'm gonna take him again, dog. Like,
Yep.
he's up early in the morning playing. He goes to work, comes back, and he's still playing. Like, I just think New Jersey. Again, if New Jersey gets some good rest, they have to sleep the day before. They got to get sleep. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing. If Johnny falls asleep, and gets some good, like, 10-hour sleep and is well rested, I think New Jersey will win.
I'm excited
And I
to
don't.
see playoff Johnny. I'm excited to see playoff Johnny. And I'm
Yeah,
excited to see
I
playoff
need to see
Los.
playoff Johnny. But yeah, Johnny is crazy with the anvil. He's crazy. I think it's gonna be Jersey, man.
And
I
then
love
we jump
OVO to
up
death.
to Miami and Paris. I won't get to the losers. We'll finish it winners, then we'll go down to losers.
God damn.
But yeah, then we get Miami versus Paris. This series gets interesting. I think the hard points are going to be crucial here because I think the S&Ds go to Paris. I think Paris edges you guys in S&D. You guys edge them in Overload. So then it comes down to the hard points. Clue, don't be biased now. That's my general opinion. I think this is a toss up. I think Paris takes you guys. I will give you guys benefit. Go with map 5. I think.
I gotta take a swig before I answer this.
I'm going to put it. I also think Paris. Not only do they take me down, but they also take you guys down. I think it's 3-2 Paris. Only off of map 1 might go to you guys. Map 2 goes to Paris. Map 3 goes to you guys. And then map 4 goes to who's up? You guys are up. So yeah, map 4 goes to Paris on the second hard point. I think you guys split the hard points. They take S&D, you take Overload, and then it's down to that map 5 where you guys really got to come out on your S&D. If not, Paris takes you guys in S&D.
Wow, it sucks because it's like I'm playing for Miami.
And Glue's right. S&D wins chips.
I wanted to say Miami here only because I just think that they're more resilient. But dude, Paris is really good, man. Yeah, Glue, Kane, Burke, it's Sinful against Nook, Parks, and Fetty.
It's a toss up. This one here is
it's a toss up.
This is a coin toss. Like Dallas and Texas, I think is a coin toss, and West Coast and New Jersey is a coin toss.
Dude,
I
mean,
these are big matches. That's what I mean, man. Like it's so hard to predict, man. Like there's a lot of good teams.
I'm down to give it to Paris, but in the words of Nuck, we shitting on the motherfuckers. Yeah. Like so, so like I'll give it to Paris here. I'll give it to Paris, but like, dude,
stat-wise,
I'm telling you,
this is gonna be a banger.
In the words of Knuckle himself, we are shitting on guys. Like
if we see this, then if we see that, I see this is gonna be a banger.
Oh man, you guys are not making it easy, dude.
And then down here, I mean, if we're gonna gas Los and Zorbs up the whole way and say they're the hottest team, I think we.
Oh, New Jersey's beating Dallas.
I think New Jersey shows up here. And
heck and Geo against Zorbs and Los. I think New Jersey wins, 100%. 100%.
Glue, you are right, man. The teams are super competitive here. Like obviously, like this can go. There's some matches here that are easy to tell. Like obviously, New York is kind of shaky right now, so obviously Texas goes here. Like Texas could technically win this match. I mean, OVO's looking shaky, but I don't really want to count out T, but I do think Los and Zorbs comes out here. Obviously Paris with the stat line they've had all season should by Styliticals win all these matches up to this point here. I'm pretty sure we've seen a Paris versus New Jersey in the last couple weeks, did we not?
Yeah, and then with the 5 maps, I believe.
Can you check that real quick, Fets? Or I can.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what I can find here.
But yeah, like Bermuda's also on a hot streak too. Like Bermuda could also. Yeah, it's really hard to tell, man. I really like the competitiveness we have in this league because it's very hard to tell a lot of these matches. Like for me and
Oh, Paris
Fets,
3-1 New Jersey.
oh, that's when they beat them in the S&D. It was that
Um.
S&D. They mopped them in that S&D. It was like 6-1 or something. That's when Johnny was asleep, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, yes.
So this
Oh,
is a
Johnny's
rematch
awake. Johnny's awake.
so this
Johnny's
this
awake
gets
and ready to
interesting.
go. Dude, I think dude, you guys are killing me here. I like.
You know what? Because this leads to grand finals, do you want to coin flip it for the you want to coin flip it for shits and giggles? Who takes map 5?
Oh my god, man.
We got a lot of map 5s, and there's probably gonna be a
Mind
lot
you,
of
they're the
3-0s.
best. These guys, these two teams are the best two teams in the regular season for S&D.
S&D.
Right? Paris is 1, New Jersey is 2. But Paris was not number 1 for a while. New Jersey was up there, like
New
9 and
Jersey-
2 for a while.
New Jersey
So-
takes Paris, man. I mean, no, wait, now, hold on, now. I mean, New Jersey takes Paris in the overload, and then again, you got the hard points in the S&Ds. This series is gonna come down. I think if New Jersey wins, I think it's the same with Paris back with Plattsburgh, and the same with every other team here coming up to Paris. If New Jersey can win map 1 or map 2 and hold that advantage, they can probably come out map 5. But if we go to Glue's standard of, nah, man, we're gonna fucking rape every team in map 1, map 2, lose map 3 gracefully, and then win map 4, I think it goes 3-1 Paris or it's 3-2 New Jersey.
And are you gonna play Payne? Or are you gonna play? But like, see, my thing is, are you gonna play Payne or are you gonna play fucking Mello? Like, I personally think Mello will play
I'd
better
assume
than Payne.
I'd assume. Well, with Melo's shitty schedule, I mean, you gotta assume
That's
Payne
the
goes in,
problem.
right?
And like Payne, dude, I've seen Payne do some crazy call outs, man, that fuck up the whole team, especially back in BO6. Payne just needs to, if Payne just lays down sometimes and just doesn't overchow, he has a setup for New Jersey. Johnny is gonna have to be well rested and play, but dude,
But Johnny
I feel
came
like
in,
Paris,
but you gotta
I
think
feel like
about it too.
Paris is
Johnny came in
always
map
ready
3.
to shoot.
Johnny came in
You know
map
what I mean?
3. They won map 3, and then he was in map 4, and I'm pretty sure that map 4 against. I think me and you casted that. We casted this one, and I'm pretty sure map 4 was down to the wire against this New Jersey Paris squad. And I think
If
Johnny
Melo
popped off
Melo
big teams,
plays,
big numbers.
I think Melo is better than Burke. I think Payne. I think if you don't play Payne, New Jersey wins. Unfortunately, I have to take New Jersey here, dog. I'm so. Apologies to the chat. It's just I think
Nah, man,
New Jersey
I think this is a hard one to
will
call.
win.
This is also a
I
coin
think
toss.
this nigga Zorbs is almost Crim 3. He is Crim 3. I think now. I think Jersey has a team, a reason coming through as a good support, and if you play Melo,
So we got. New
I think
Jersey.
you play Melo, New Jersey has a better
Jersey and
chance.
Grands. We got New Jersey and Grands. Now we'll go down here and start talking about our top 12s and our top fucking 8s and shit. Here we go. So
I hope I'm wrong. By the way, I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
we're definitely gonna be wrong, bro.
I hope
dude,
I'm wrong.
Fucking,
You know
who's gonna fucking West Coast Riders is gonna fucking be in grand
why are
finals.
we hating on Payne though? I'm not hating on Payne. I'm just saying, from what I've watched for the whole regular season up until now, I think Payne has lost games with New Jersey, but everybody else that doesn't play Payne and for New Jersey, they win. It's just how it is. I think Payne is 1 in 3 or 4 with New Jersey right now. From what I
Do you want to agree
1
with
and
this,
2.
or do you think Detroit puts OVO at top 12?
If OVO loses, I would literally.
I don't
Oh
think
my
they lose
God.
this. I don't think they lose.
I don't think they lose to Detroit. I think Brandon and
3-0 in there. It
I
could
think
be
Brandon,
3-2.
Cato, and T have enough to stop Sheesh and KRE. I think OVO wins here 3-0 or 3-1.
Ooh, Texas versus Plattsburgh. This,
You get the rematch of these guys. Oh my God, not the rematch, but I hear a lot of stuff talking about
We had
Skizzy's
Diz and
ass
Skiz-
from Diz. Diz is talking
yeah,
about
this could be
Skizzy and
heated.
Diz don't like each other, so this is gonna be a good matchup. Oh my
Fuck,
God,
man.
you guys!
How do you even? This is another coin toss.
It gets harder and harder.
Because,
This is why we do it. This is why we do it.
Sucks that one of these teams got to play top 12.
Um, Man,
Oh, fuck, man.
if
What's
Skips
Cat
in
saying?
it, if Skips is playing, they're dropping
Dizzy's
30.
saying he's slamming Diz, not gonna lie. What's up, BT? Pebbles running Texas.
I don't
Oh,
give a fuck.
1-1.
God, I
Damn.
think okay. I'll tell you this. I think Plattsburgh support the young pointers. So like the lower pointers. When I say young pointers, Chad, the lower pointers. So like 0 through 2. That's your young pointers. I think Plattsburgh young pointers are better than Texas young pointers. But Skizzy's gonna. I think
Do you
Skizzy's
want to go
gonna
Texas
have.
here? I think
Skizzy's gonna drop 60 on these guys, man. I have a close bet, but I love Diz as well. Diz is gonna do
that
great.
is crazy that one of those teams finished top 12 because in my eyes they shouldn't place top 12. They should. Get
I think
further,
I gotta
but I think
take.
that's just how the bracket goes their way.
Oh my god.
And then Toronto, New York.
Clouter, I'll go with you, bro. What do you think? You've been putting it on me a lot, so I'm putting it on you now.
I know. I'm good with
What do you
Texas.
think?
I put Texas in.
You put
I'm
Texas?
with you.
Okay, I'm
riding,
cool with that.
Let's see the
I'm
first
cool
round
with that.
brackets. Oh, here you go, BT. You're just joining in. We
I
got
gotta
Detroit,
take
Bermuda, we got
I gotta
Paris,
take Skizzy,
Plattsburgh, we
man.
got Texas, New York, and West Coast and New Jersey in round 1. And then obviously Toronto, BT. We play winner of Paris and Plattsburgh. They play tonight at 9 p.m. EST. Me and Fetty's gonna cast this one, so we'll find out our winner. We'll find out who we play after tonight, which will be elite.
Toronto 3-0 GG. Yeah. Oh, like Bear. Toronto. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Even Bear saying 3-0, bro. GG work. I personally do think Toronto comes out of this one. I think if we're gonna go with, if me and you talked about earlier that we're gonna give Toronto the playoff pedigree, that they're gonna make a run, they got to win this round 1 match.
They gotta win that.
It doesn't matter who it is.
And I think New York is just like I said. I think New York comes bigger and major too, right?
Yeah.
Than this right now, and I think this is just a retooling period for New York. Once they find a more solidified fourth player, and Bear stops selling Mitsubishis on the side. Maybe just cut back and maybe just play more COD. And then maybe Roomba as well. Maybe stop playing Minecraft. Maybe we all play COD for a little bit. Maybe we just do a little more practicing.
Just
maybe
for this week.
New York. More scrim. I remember back in BO6, New York was scrimming a lot.
True.
You know what I mean? And then I think it does help, man. If you scrim, it does help. So
yeah.
I think New York. I think Bear is the best player on that team.
League, a top 12 finish.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're in the CxP for next year, so you're chilling. Same with Plattsburgh. I mean, yeah, that's same with these D League teams. Like if Plattsburgh and West Coast come out and they finish top 12 in this major, it's still a good playoff for you boys. You guys came up with the D League, fought like dogs to get here, and
Tape. The problem is you haven't played. I haven't seen you play for New York.
I have the run piss.
And not only that, Tape falls asleep. Tape has the Johnny syndrome. He falls asleep. He sleeps. He's been working overnight, and I get those overnight work until 3-4 a.m. I get that. That's what your job entails. I get that. But like, dude, I haven't seen Tape since fucking MW. I haven't seen Tape this ghost in so long, man. It's insane. It's insane. Now we're all playing Warcraft and Minecraft. It's like amazing.
I gotta run piss. I'm gonna leave Bermuda West Coast up there. You can take that one away.
No, you're good. All right. This unfortunately would be the last we hear from Bermuda. Unfortunately, I think West Coast is a very dominant team. These guys are gonna come out hard. I love Bermuda to death, and Bermuda is great, and they are on the ascension since the regular season and in playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if Bermuda comes up big. Ruler needs to play here. I think Ruler needs to be inserted into the lineup here. But I don't know, man. And these guys, Chapo, Bugs, they have been playing great. West Coast Riders, I think, are going to win here. Possibly 3-0, maybe 3-1. You know what I'm saying? The NJ run crazy to me. Hey, I'm going to take it. You know why? Because I believe in Johnny and Los, man. I've seen Johnny play. I've seen Los play. These guys are playing great. It just Reason has to play to his ability and not get checked out. If Reason doesn't get checked out, New Jersey plays well. And you have to play Mellow. You can't play Payne. I love Payne. I love Payne to death. Payne's my homeboy, but like Payne, unfortunately, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. You guys could fight me after the pod. I don't care. But in my opinion, I think Payne is a detriment to New Jersey compared to Melo. So I think Melo gives you a little bit more.
Man, we're really on this. We're really on this Pain Mellow.
Yeah.
fucking.
No, I just
conversation.
I literally watched Melo play West Coast. I think it's better now. If Los and Zorbs think Payne's playing is better to play with, then that's fine. That's totally fine.
Potential
It's
Texas
just
versus New York
Clouter and
8 p.m.
I.
Yes, Skizzy, if you guys got that, we can do one at 8, and then we'll do Paris and Plattsburgh at 9.
Yeah, I know Melo. I know Johnny. I know this. We watch these games all the time. That's you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying Payne has a tendency to do callouts that aren't there. He calls out stuff that is not there, and it fucks up the team. I've seen it happen. I've seen it since BO6. I hope Payne could. I watched him play ranked today. He's getting better, but I just think right now, and Melo had a great ascension off the rip when BO7 came out. So Payne's been on this guy.
So yeah, so then we got Bermuda and West Coast.
Yeah, I like West Coast. 3-0. I don't think Bermuda can sniff a win here, man. West Coast is too fucking dangerous.
Okay. And then we have OVO versus Texas.
Oh, it's gotta be OVO. I think they'll be able to shut Skizzy down here. I don't know in terms of the record, in terms of the series record, but I think I just know for a fact OVO can put the brakes down on Skizzy here. I think this is where we see Skizzy go down.
Yeah, Texas got like Texas can either come up here and they can slide down here, or they meet at OVO. I don't think, and like you said, I don't think OVO has lost to Texas in recent history. I could be wrong in saying that, but yeah, I think T and the boys come out here and they send Texas home. I think that's it there. Who do you got for Toronto West Coast? This is also going to be a crazy series if we play West Coast. I'm going to be happy. I can't if this happens. I'd love to score up against the West Coast boys. But what's up, BT? Shoot your question, bro. But yeah, Toronto West Coast. This also it depends who we get. If we get playoff Toronto, this could be a crazy series. But where'd my Fets? Where'd you go? Are you still here? All right, my co-caster disappeared. Oh, my co-caster literally disappeared. He's no longer in chat. Where the fuck did he go? Alright. Well, while my co-caster tries to figure out where he just went. Oh, here he is. He's back.
My entire PlayStation just shut off.
Dude, you like died.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So
That
now
was
I'm on my
crazy.
phone. Yeah, no, I literally died. Toronto
What
West
team
Coast.
has NJB what team has NJ beat that has a winning record? I don't know.
I could probably find that out for you. It may take a second, but I don't think it matters. Unfortunately, I think individual stats and team stats kind of show that they can play. West Coast Riders Toronto. I'm gonna have to.
You're thinking
God damn.
You're thinking West Coast, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just those
I'm with you,
guys.
man. Like fuck, man, these are so hard to tell.
They're really good, man. Those guys
Man,
are
West
like
Coast are really good, man, and I think we're good
guys
too.
are
But
like
like
fucking.
obviously, as our record shows and our recent, you know what I will say though, and I know BT's in here, and BT probably will agree with me. We have screamed a nice bit in the last few times, and our screams have been going pretty good.
BT needs a
I think we're looking a lot better than we have in the regular season. So I'm okay with the underdog. It seems like it's funny though, and I'm okay with it completely. But it seems like every time that we get into this, except for kickoff, I think for kickoff, we had us going a nice ways. I think when we were on the pod the last time, I think we had Toronto
Right.
going a long way in the kickoff. Obviously, Major One didn't go particularly their way with the 5-6 record. Um, but yeah, no, I can say I hope this is not our fate, but I will bite and let you go
Okay.
West Coast
All right,
here.
I'm back. Sorry.
But I also think this is where OVO dies, and I'm gonna say it's a swift 3-0 for you guys.
Woo. Um. Man.
Because
I like.
if OVO is shaky right now, they come down to losers. Let's put this in like T form here, in T's version, because T would drop to New Jersey, have a monster series against Detroit. I think Skizzy, Zelot, and Palsy kind of put up some sort of a matchup against T, Kato, and Brandon, and then they play you guys. We play Knock, Parks, and Perks, and I think this is where OVO, because they've been kind of quiet this year.
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you a little backstory real quick, just super quick.
BT, I think
So-
we're all coming different in the playoffs, bro.
So
I'm hoping to
for
play better as well, man.
for
Fuck, man, they got me
for
going down
OVO
to
in
2.
Miami, when the last time we played OVO, with Miami, Splashy kept texting me. He was like, "Yo, is Nuck locked in? Like,
think you were
is
telling
Miami
me about
locked
this.
in?" So, Nuck, if you're in here, I think there's a little bit of. I think Splashy. No, I'm not gonna say he's scared, but he's a little timid sometimes when he plays Nuck, and I think it shows. So I think Miami has. I mean, we already beat them. I think Miami has to take OVO here. I think this is. I agree. I think this is the end of OVO right here.
I
in
think
the losers
OVO's run
bracket.
is either top 8 or top 6. I
Yeah,
think
and
it's either
I
top
think
8 or
Miami
top
beats
6 for
OVO
them.
here.
Yep.
Without a doubt. Even if Sevens comes in and plays, I don't think it makes a difference. I think we are going to come out strong. As long as we don't play Scar, we're totally fine.
West Coast versus
Um,
Dallas.
Oh, it's going to be West Coast.
I think West Coast. This could be interesting.
I mean, Heck Dog and Geo. Do we
Chapo
think
and the
Heck Dog and
boys.
Geo could beat West Coast Riders? That's basically what you're looking for. Like,
I mean, we did say West Coast was probably going to finish top 4 in the tournament, so they would have to beat Dallas here.
yeah, I think West Coast is going to beat them.
I
think West Coast
goes map 5, and then we have Miami versus West Coast.
Oh my god.
This series also gets very interesting, but I do think with the pedigree and you guys get to come up over these guys, and then our top
Wow.
3 comes down to New Jersey, Paris, and Miami.
Wow. Wow. Okay. We could go with that. You know,
Because in your losers final is again another coin toss like up here. I think we see
Yeah.
this. I think this match goes nuclear. I think this round 1 matchup goes nuclear, and then we get to see it again in losers final, and then either Paris. And I'm gonna leave it at this because we can finish it if you want to, but any of these 3 teams could come out on top here. It's a coin flip for all 3 of these teams in the finals, in my opinion. And like I kind of agree with Casper. I think Miami might get their get back here in losers final, and then New Jersey, Miami. I think maybe. I mean, where Miami's number 1 seed, Miami might come out on top. But I think between these 3 teams, it's a coin flip either way, with how all this goes.
I mean,
But New Jersey having that winner's advantage and only having to win 1 series. I don't know, man. New Jersey might come out of winners as well, right?
I mean, listen, I am down to double down on the old. When did we vote New Jersey was going to win back and beat? Was that Major 4?
I
think so,
I
right?
don't think we had New Jersey winning at all. Did we?
No, back in Major 4, Major 3, one of those. We had them in the bracket. We had New Jersey winning.
Was that the Potato Los duo we had? And I think they
Yeah, we had, and then they got smoked early on.
Yeah.
So I think, man,
So you think that new? Well, like you
I
said,
think
this
it's gonna be a new.
too.
Oh, dude. Well, the West Coast Riders Miami game could be an asterisk. I think I like Miami winning there, but I also think West Coast could definitely win and play in the losers bracket to play Paris.
Oh, bro, listen,
no doubt.
If we get okay, hold on, let me flip this real quick because I can't.
But
I have that.
I think
Can you
overall,
imagine we see this? Watch this. Hold on, let me go for a second. Oh fuck! What the fuck just happened there?
like I think either or Paris is gonna win. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I see what you're saying.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, what if West Coast wins this match and then goes up and plays New Jersey again after their round 1? Like, that's the third
Then
time
that's
they've met,
a
man.
grueling match. I think either way, New Jersey's in your grand finals, and it's either going to be in Miami, Paris, or West Coast in your final.
Toss-up, man. I think we could give. Yeah, it can go either way. I think West Coast has the lowest
Damn.
odds out of those final 4 teams to win the whole thing. I think Paris has probably the best chance of winning it all, in my opinion, because like I think the Glue Kane duo with Burke and Sinful. I mean, Sinful is also hooping back from his vacation out in the fucking sand dunes. Uh, you know, I can see Paris winning the whole thing. I think my money's on Paris winning. I think anyone in the chat can have it other way, but I think I have Paris coming up and winning all this, winning out.
Yeah, you got Paris. I'll take the Paris. My opinion, I think New Jersey wins it all, but I'm down to give it to Paris. But
yeah, so I mean, it goes either way.
I think New Jersey. I think it goes either way. It's a toss up. I think New Jersey wins it. I think Lawson Zorbs get back from BO6. I think they win it here. But also it could be also West Coast Riders and Paris. I like Paris to win it though too, because they are playing astronomically better than most of more than half the teams in the league right now. But West Coast Riders is like the team that like no one really knows much about, but they are winning and they are dangerous. So like I wouldn't be surprised if West Coast wins it too. But I'm gonna have to I think we give it to Paris in the bracket, but I'm gonna give it to New Jersey myself. I'm going to stay true to Los here because I know playoff Los could be different, and I know Los is much more hungrier than a lot of other higher pointers in the league right now. And with the addition of Zorbs and Relax has gotten top 4 when he had LA at the time. I think they're ready to win. So I'll give it to New Jersey, but Paris, West Coast, or New Jersey, whoever you pick, I think those are your final 3 to pick in the grand finals, or whoever you want to pick to win the whole entire thing. So that's what I will end with in terms of the bracketology. But I like Paris, so I think Paris could definitely absolutely win it, no problem. You know.
I'm gonna put up the schedule here one last time for everyone that's here. I think Eraz is gonna post this later, obviously. So obviously the relegation matches, you guys got to be done after the weekend. And then these are all just kind of temporary dates, or kind of have asterisks. Like I'm assuming they're gonna be pushed a little bit. But obviously Major 1 is it's looking like here it's a 2-week thing. So for me and Fets, anyways, we're not gonna come back until after this is over. We don't see it fit to do a pod mid bracket because I feel like that just fucks up the tone of everything we just did today, and I'd rather come back after it's all done and completed and do it all as one big recap than do a half recap and do another half recap.
Right.
But yeah, no, good luck to all the teams, man. That's including Fets here on the other side of me. Hopefully,
and I'll say this.
Toronto plays Miami at some point. We get that matchup.
I hope so.
Hopefully, all
I hope
teams
so.
do well.
Yeah. I'll say this though. You guys have a lot of time to get your matches done. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, I think this is why E done it. I think this gives teams a lot of time.
You guys are getting blessed with time, man. This whole Major 1. You guys are getting blessed with time. So
I think the purpose of this is that we don't want to see any forfeits. So, try to have your rosters in by this date. And I mean, if you push over a day, I don't think it's going to be killer. But obviously, try to be clued up by the 8th. And then me and Fets will be back here on the 9th to recap. And then we go into a week of roster mania, which I think after this major is going to be actually low-key kind of crazy. I think we're going to see a lot of team swaps. So a lot of big juice for me and Fets to come back the week after that and talk about all the roster moves and the new rosters heading into Major 2. And then we get running away with Major 2, man. So, yeah, myself and I feel like I can speak for Feds that we're pretty excited. You guys need any cast, DM myself or Feds. We'll try to hit the
if I'm not too drunk and fucking high, then I'm so down.
You just can't do that. We got cast.
I've missed so many because I got too blacked out.
You gotta stop like right now. Like whatever you're doing right now.
No, I remember I was gonna stop, and then I was like. I think I hit you up like 20 minutes before the pod. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get some beer."
Yeah, no, it's fine. But you gotta be here for 9. We got back here now.
I'm here for 9. No, I'm here for 9 because I'm here. I'm gonna go fucking do some jumping jacks.
But yeah, no, that kind of clues it up for us though.
Dude, I'm so excited for this bracket. I cannot tell you. Again, I'll speak for Clouter as well. We're so elated to have all you guys here playing, the talent across the board. Shout out to the CxP and all the admins and staff and owners that are
honestly,
putting this
I
together.
think this is the hardest one for us to predict out of all of them we've done so far, because I think everything's super tight, man. I don't know who's gonna win, to be honest. We're gonna come back here next week and like fucking Texas is gonna win it all or something. And we're all gonna be like,
right? Some weird like Bermuda might win. I don't know, Miami or.
There's a lot of good teams, man. You know, so like good luck to all the teams. And
like New Jersey loses the first matchup, I'm gonna just streak naked. Like I'm gonna be like, damn, like there's no way. Like I'm bound to get butt ass naked at some point from some upset. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's just bound to happen. So you know, expect me running down butt naked in my town at some point. I just can't imagine like some of these matches just kind of just ending up. It's gonna be so bang out, especially these West Coast dudes. Like it's so crazy to me. But like it's definitely, once it comes in the top 4, it's toss up, you know. So make sure you guys are well rested. Make sure you guys eat a lot of good protein, sleep well.
Lock in, boys, lock in.
Do your smelling salts before the match, whatever it is. Because I know a lot of you hockey players out there hit the salts hard.
I'm gonna do this too real quick for anyone who's still here that hasn't followed Fets yet. We'll be live there.
Appreciate you, baby. Hell yeah.
And then I haven't posted last week's VOD to the YouTube, but I'll put that up there as well. I should upload all of them at the one time. So obviously all the VODs are up there where you can just rewatch them on. You can just rewatch it on this channel here if you still do so. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I think that's it for us, bro. I think we're out. So,
I'm good, man. It's a pleasure with you as always, Clouter. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And we'll see you.
Appreciate everybody being here.
2 weeks.
Yes, sir. You guys have a great night. And good luck for the matches tonight.
Absolutely.